Greetings, friends. I'm AK,
And I'm Laura,
and we are
the
the
Chainsaw
Chainsaw
Girls.
Girls.
On today's episode, oh boy, is this a wild ride. You guys, we are in the 90s. We are hanging out with some gigantic lizards. We are covering Tammy and the T-Rex.
1994, baby. And I wrote as my first note, strap in and strap on. I could not forget to say it for this episode because this movie is batshit fucking crazy.
Dude, this movie, the first time I saw it, I was like, I cannot wait to talk about this with another human being because
Yes.
it is what a wacky ride.
Yeah, I saw it years ago, but watching it again and having to take notes on it was another level. And I was so excited. You know what? I realized we've covered so many heavy movies lately. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what made this even more fun to cover right now is that it's a break from the heaviness and we're full fledged into the silliness.
It's all camp. Like it's very,
Yes.
very camp. It was written and directed by Stuart Raffle. It had a budget of 1 million. I couldn't find out how much it grossed, so I'm not
Mm-mm.
sure about that. But shall I read IMDb?
Please do.
Okay. An evil scientist implants the brain of a murder. Why did I just say Eve? Eve? Guys, let's try it again. An evil scientist implants the brain of murdered high school student Michael into a Tyrannosaurus. He escapes, wreaks vengeance on his high school tormentors, and reunites with his sweetheart, Tammy.
Correct. That's what
Yes,
happens, y'all.
that
So
is
if that doesn't
100% what
tell you
happens.
everything you need to know right there.
I know, right? It's a bit wacky and crazy and it has a lot of Dr. Frankenstein in it.
Yes, and but also I love it and I think it's good in so many ways even though the story is so ridiculous, the plot is so silly.
Mhm.
Like Denise Richards does such a great job pulling you in.
Mhm.
I'm like, why is this actually like emotional like in certain scenes, you know?
Yeah, you really like you feel for her. So a couple of things about the movie really quick. So
Yeah.
when it was originally released, it was heavily edited. So they cut out a lot of the gore. I believe they even made it PG-13. And
Yeah.
I want to say the studio was super pissed about it because they wanted it to be more like a Disney movie. And the original cut is pretty graphic, which is the cut that I saw because Vinegar Syndrome, I believe they released it in 2019. It's actually
Yeah.
on Tubi. So the version that's on
Yes.
Tubi is the uncut version. And the Tubi version is also Tanny and the T-Rex,
Yeah.
which I want to say might have been the title card in Italy. And then the original still said Tammy, it said the right word, but then her name, Denise Richards, instead of it being Tammy, was credited as Tanny, even in the OG version that
Yeah.
was heavily edited. That was a mouthful, but I feel like if you watch it on Tubi, you're gonna wonder about that.
Yeah, that's where I watched it. It does say it's PG-13 still, but it is the full edit with all the gore. And I guess that's just a sign of the different times now. Like now PG-13 is very different than what PG-13 would have been in 1994. But yeah, as soon as it kicks off, we see that there are credits that say Tanny. And I was like, wait, it also says Tanny with N's and the teenage T-Rex. So
Yes.
I had so many questions
Mhm.
immediately.
Yep.
I'm so glad you let us know what the hell was going on with that. All I could really find, because yeah, there's not a lot on this movie research wise, but we tried our
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Uh, Basically, it seemed like that was all a result of rush production as well.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into it a little bit at
Yeah,
the end, but the way that it was even presented to the director slash writer Stuart Raffle was, I have this big electronic or animatronic dinosaur. It's going to be in a museum or something after in the next 2 weeks. So if you want to use it for a production, you should probably use it right now. You want to use it kind of thing. And he
yes.
was like, well, I've got about 2 weeks to write this movie. Here we go.
And that is exactly what I thought happened. When I was watching this, I'm
Hmm.
like, wait, my number one question was why do they have this animatronic dinosaur? I feel
Yeah.
like they found this first and then
Hmm.
we're like, okay, we're going to make this movie. I don't think it happened the other way around. And sure enough, that seems to be what happened.
Yeah, it really was. Like I want to say someone that he knew in South America
Yeah, I
had
have
said,
notes on it toward the end of the episode as well.
yeah, I've got a T-Rex and it's going to go to a park in Texas.
Yeah.
The eyes work, the arms move, the
Yeah.
head moves. You want to make a movie with it?"
He's like,
And
hell yeah.
yeah, and he was
And
like,
I'm
and
so glad he did.
I know, right? Even the writer was like, "I don't what's the story?" And he's like, "I don't have a story, but, we got to start filming it in a month, so we might as well come up with something." So and he was game. He was game.
Yeah.
He was like, "All right, like let's go."
It's crazy. All right, should
Mhm.
we hop into the actual movie?
Let's do it.
Oh boy. So we already mentioned we're starting off with the credits that are confusing and incorrect. They also cover like the whole screen. That's another thing I noticed in the beginning.
Oh, and
We
can we talk about the music?
oh,
I'm a dinosaur man, a prehistoric dude.
he says, I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna cook your goose.
Goose?
At one point, he says, I'm a T-Rex on the loose. I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna cook your goose. The song is called Dinosaur Man.
Mhm.
This one was performed by Simon Stokes and the Black Whip Thrill Band. They do a lot of the songs in this movie. But also, there are 3 songs, I think, in this movie by Jaded Heart that rocked
Mm.
my fucking world. Okay. The soundtrack is actually good.
It is a really
I
good
was like,
soundtrack.
yes, I was like, I'm adding these to my music right now.
Yes, I love it.
But yes, we are in the credits. We are introduced to Denise Richards as Tammy. It says
Mhm.
Tanny. I'm calling her Tammy.
Yeah.
It's
Her name's
almost, you almost,
Tammy.
yes.
Yeah.
And Tammy is at cheer practice or like a dance group. It almost didn't even look like cheerleaders, but
That's
because
what I
they're in high
said.
school, what
I
was
said the
that?
same thing. I said it looks like they're just like dancing to
Yeah.
this terrible song, but they're obviously cheerleaders because we're introduced to Michael here, Paul Walker, and he's got like, I don't know, football gear on.
Yes.
And it just seems to me like, okay, he's the whatever, the quarterback, and she's like the cheerleader, right? That's like the gimmick.
Exactly. And we're getting
Mhm.
like some iconic early 90s choreography. I felt like I was watching a tamer version of that Saved by the Bell episode where they do like
Mhm.
their own music video. They have
Mhm.
like the thong bodysuits over the leggings.
Oh yeah, what a vibe.
I want to cosplay that one day.
Oh, you definitely should. I'll do it with you.
Hell yeah, let's do it. We have our Halloween costumes already planned out. All right. We're gonna be Tammy and the T-Rex. So Paul Walker comes in, Michael. He's coming to watch. He's all dirty, football practice, yada yada. Uh, Side note, he's wearing this crop top. I love a crop top on a man.
Dude, I literally said more guys need to be wearing cropped sweatshirts because that shit is hot.
Yes,
It's
we've
hot.
mentioned that before. We've mentioned that in like 80s horror, 80s
Yeah.
slashers, because there's always dudes like playing football wearing crop tops.
No, 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 totally. And can I also say, right off the hop, he comes across like golden retriever energy. Like
Yeah.
before he even says anything, even the way he's looking at her, I'm like, oh, that's a golden retriever.
He's looking at her with like googly eyes. He's in
Yeah, like
love.
puppy. Like he's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's my love. Like that is it's cute. It's very like
Yeah.
it's cute. Yeah.
And so they, start chatting. They start walking outside together. And then we run into Tammy's BFF, Byron.
I love
Byron is,
Byron.
I love Byron. He is definitely the stereotype of like the gay best friend throughout this
Sure.
entire
Yes.
movie.
Absolutely. For sure.
The way Denise Richards is laughing in this scene when they're talking to Byron.
I
Did
said
you
the
write all the
same
same thing?
Dude, I wrote the same thing. I said, why is she laughing so much? It's so
She
awkward.
she's laughing through all of her lines, but I also felt like I'm like, was this just a natural reaction and they kept it because they're like, oh, it looks real? Because it almost felt like it would have been a cut scene. Like,
Yes, I felt the same way. Like it almost felt like she was laughing when she wasn't supposed to be laughing, but it added to the scene because even though it was very weird, it almost to me felt like, do you know when people like politely laugh when they don't hear? Like if you don't hear someone and you just go like, but you literally couldn't hear them,
yeah,
that's the laugh. That's what it reminded me of.
yeah, or that she just thought Byron was so funny. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And it was
and
weird that they were just meeting too. I don't know why I thought that was so interesting that she was just introducing Byron to Michael.
right.
I don't know.
It does
Whatever.
seem like a relatively new thing because Michael
True.
and Tammy, for some reason,
Mhm.
I kept struggling to remember what her name was in this movie. I'm like, bitch, it's in the title. I kept wanting to call her Denise throughout the entire, all of my notes. I feel like this might have been a little new because we're gonna find
Mhm.
out that Michael and Tammy, they're not quite together yet.
Right, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we find
Tammy
out
is
we find we find out some things about
yo,
Tammy here. Oh
every
boy.
scene that we're coming upon, I'm like, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about this.
No,
Because
same.
Byron leaves. Tammy and Michael are having their little one-on-one moment, and
Mhm.
Tammy is returning a flower, this yellow
Okay, she
rose.
switches gears, right? Like, it's such a
Yes.
drastic like, gear change. Like, it's all of a sudden, like, super cute and flirty, and then she's like she pulls out this yellow rose, and she's like, "I can't take this.
Like, you
I
were
can't
just, like,
have it."
flirting with him in the gym, and you're walking off together, but now you're like, "Wait." I'm like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, it was just a very, very fast, gear change, like, switch up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Michael's like, "You can't live your life being scared of someone," and she insinuates that someone might hurt him over this. So at
Mhm.
first, I couldn't figure out. I'm like, "Wait, okay, so they're not together. So she has a boyfriend?" That's what it sounds like to me,
Mhm,
is that she has a
mhm,
current boyfriend.
mhm.
That's not what's happening either. We're gonna find out.
No,
So
exactly.
so they're having this serious moment, and then Michael takes back the flower, he bites it, and she laughs, and she's like, "You're crazy, do you know that?" Or something like that. This comes back, that's why I mention it.
Mhm.
And here we see who she was talking about pulling up in his drop top convertible.
Okay, okay, just
Would
wait.
you like to introduce Billy?
Okay, Billy is showing up with his goons, which, by the way, one of them, his name is Weasel, and he's played by Sean Wallen, who is in The People Under the Stairs, amongst many other films. We love him.
Yes, we just talked about him.
So Billy shows up. Now I'm going to describe Billy to you, okay? Now, I would say Billy is a mix of like, he's like a textbook abusive ex-boyfriend with a chip on his shoulder. And it
Yeah.
honestly, the character to me reads like a character breakdown when you first get like a script or sides or your audition and you want to see and figure out who the character is. The way that he plays it, it's like exactly what the description would be. Like, you are
Okay.
an angry ex-boyfriend. You're gonna look like a stereotypical bad boy, maybe a little bit of greaser in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna have a terrible haircut and you're just gonna be at 100 the whole fucking time, and it's gonna make
Yes.
no sense.
Yes. Also, Billy gives like 30-year-old that still hangs out with high schoolers.
Billy absolutely dropped out of high school, and he's at least 21. Like, I would say 22 at least, and is dating or was dating a high schooler.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes. And 22 is very generous, I think.
Yeah, I'm saying in the reality of the movie, not in
Right,
real
right,
life. In
right.
real life, he's probably older. I mean, because like Paul Walker and Denise Richards, this is both of their first film. Were like 22 and 23 or 20 and 22, something like that. They're
Yeah.
very, very young. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tammy's like, "You got to get out of here," to Michael, actually. And Michael's like, "I'm not running from this guy." Billy walks up talking shit, saying, "This is my girl." This is where I was confused, because you would think Tammy's natural reaction would be like, "No, I'm not. I'm not your fucking girl. I'm not your girlfriend." She
She's
doesn't say
scared.
that. She's like, "Leave him alone, Billy." So I'm like, wait, is this your boyfriend?
I think she's scared. I think,
Yeah.
well, I mean, there's so many things. There's
There's
so
so many
people's
questions.
listen, people's reactions to things in this film are not ordinary. So,
Yeah. But
yeah.
we're going to dissect him anyway.
Oh
But
yeah.
Billy and Michael start shoving each other. Billy acts
Mhm.
like he's going to leave. Like, "Okay, I'm not even going to fight you today." Then he turns and sucker punches Michael. A
Mhm.
brawl ensues. Yo,
Okay, dude.
I feel like I know what
Dude.
you're going to say.
Dude, okay, first of all, at one point during this brawl, at first I thought it was like realistic in the way that they're kind of tussling, sort of
Yeah.
like when we
Oh,
talked about Night of the Living Dead.
tussling.
It's a
I
little
wrote
tussle,
tussling.
a little bit tussling, right? Because that's usually what fights look like. But then they almost lock up and start spinning, and Michael kind of lets go, so Billy sort of falls. But then the fight turns around again. Can I tell you, Billy is dropping fucking elbows, bro.
Yes, there's an elbow drop in this fight.
There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Billy just is like, "You know what, brother? Here comes the elbow." Like, he starts dropping elbows. At one point, it almost looks like he gives him another type of wrestling move.
An RKO.
RKO. Yes.
100%. I wrote that too.
I'm like, okay, Ace Crusher in the middle of nowhere, but all right. Like,
Right.
yeah, it was a crazy fight. And then, okay, but you explain the rest of it because it takes an interesting turn.
Oh, yeah. So I also want to mention one of the chicks that was with Billy. Okay, I think this is Wendy, the blonde.
Okay, I didn't know her name. I just called her blonde bitch the whole time.
It was hard. I don't even know if they say her name in the entire thing, but I
Yeah.
kind of pieced together, I believe this is Wendy. She
Uh-huh.
is bloodthirsty. Billy showed up with a bunch of goons, one of them being Weasel, one of them being Wendy. There's a few others. But
Yeah.
Wendy is a bloodthirsty. Like the first time I didn't notice she got out of his car, so I didn't understand why this woman in this fight was like foaming at the mouth, screaming.
Mhm.
Like she
Mhm.
had I don't know, like $1 million on this fight, or this was the love of her life, which maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's, like, turned on by him or something. Ew,
Yes.
girl.
But
That's
then
gross.
eventually we hear police sirens and Billy grabs Michael by the balls.
Mhm.
So then Michael grabs Billy by the balls.
Mhm.
Byron's like, "Oh, good move." Like from watching in the crowd. I'm like, "Okay." The police officers step in.
Oh,
These are
okay, wait.
yeah.
Neville and Norval.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Neville and
Norval,
Norval, it
whatever.
was so hard to keep them, which one was which. They actually play on that in the movie with the sheriff
Yes.
later. Like he doesn't even
Yeah.
know which one's which.
Yeah.
Uh Their badges say different names, but I'm guessing that's their last names.
Yeah.
And one is played by Ken Carpenter, and then Norval is played by Buck Flower, that we've talked about in They Live, amongst many
Yes!
other
Oh
movies.
my god, yay! Uh-huh.
A lot of times he is typecast as like a homeless person, but he
Yeah.
has been promoted here to police officer.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
He's funny.
he says, "We've got ourselves one of those testicular standoffs."
One of those.
One of
One of those.
those
So you've seen this before then, have you?
happens all the time, of course.
Clearly. Mhm.
We also learn here in passing that the school has a restraining order against Billy.
Mhm.
Interesting piece of information there. The cops force them to let go on the count of three. They actually kind of rip them apart because they don't want to let go. And then
Mhm.
we see Billy is in a lot of pain, but Michael isn't, because he reveals that he's wearing a cup, and he reveals
Mhm.
it in a way like, gotcha. And I'm like, wait,
Like, hold on a second. Were you just selling? Were you just selling the
exactly.
whole time?
Were you selling number one, and why? Like to lure Billy in, to trick him. And then 2, did Billy not feel that he was grabbing a giant piece of plastic and not an actual pair of balls?
Well, I don't think Billy's the sharpest tool in the fucking
That's
shed, to be
true, but
fair,
I
but
imagine he has balls, so you would think he'd be like, "That's not what that feels like." I don't know.
I don't
I
know
was
what
like,
this is.
that was a choice."
Yeah, I didn't really get it either, but it does go along with the campiness of the film
Yes.
because a lot of things make 0 fucking sense.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so the cops start carrying Billy away as
Can
Billy
can I al can I also say I love that we're like, "Well, if he's wearing a cup, wouldn't Billy know?" Meanwhile, this is a movie about a fucking mechanical T-Rex with a
exactly.
boy's brain.
Exactly. But this is the thing, I think I actually wrote this somewhere in my notes, that I know
Mhm.
the premise is so over the top crazy and silly,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
will buy into pretty much anything in a movie
Same.
as long as you make all the other little things make sense, and
Sure,
I'm
sure,
in.
sure. I'm
You
with
tell
you.
me this is a world where the technology exists that you can turn this animatronic dinosaur into a person, all right, I'm in,
Yeah,
but make
I'm
everything
with you.
else line up, you know?
Yeah, 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 I'm with you. Strap it in, I get it. I'm with you.
I'm ready to suspend my disbelief, okay? I'm
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. Same.
So, the cops are carrying Billy away as he is yelling to Michael that he's going to kill him.
While he's being pulled away from the cops.
Mind you,
They don't take it very seriously because this brother gets out real fast, but
yeah, I don't even know if he went to jail. Also,
Mhm.
the one of them, Norval Neville, just mentioned he has a restraining order and he is on school grounds, so he should be in jail, in prison, in
Right?
something.
Right, exactly. It's very confusing, but there's one thing I need to point out about this scene that I
Yes.
already know. I already know it's in your notes. So as he gets dragged off, right? Michael turns to look at Tammy, and there's sort of this moment where they're looking at each other, and it's clear she's upset, right? And he goes to like try to talk to her, and she just is like, she yells something, turns around, and full on does the Cindy from Scary Movie run
Yes!
like it was textbook. I was like, holy shit, AK's losing her mind.
You are absolutely correct.
Leave
I
me
wrote that.
alone, or whatever the
That's
fuck
what it
she
is.
says.
"Leave me alone!" And she's, like, screaming full out of 10. I wrote oops, I hit my mic, sorry. I also wrote very Nev Campbell in Scream, but also, yes, Cindy in Scary Movie, where it's, like,
Yeah,
flailing, her arms
it's
are up.
like flailing like a sim, you know, like when the
Yes.
Sims are trying to get your attention and they're like, "What's it, you
Oh,
know, like they're
that
like
was really
talking
good
to.
Simlish.
You thought so?
Yeah.
Thank
I used to be
you.
obsessed with Sims, so I know.
Yes. Oh, I've just started to dip my toes back in The Sims.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, are you
dude, I
sure?
tried to play Until Dawn. and I
Okay.
just can't get into it. And I love horror stuff. I just can't. So I went, you know what? I can fall into The Sims. Sims don't let you
That
down.
is a deep hole to fall into sometimes though. Are you sure you're ready for it?
You know what? I'm gonna create the life I want in the
Okay.
sim world.
There you go. When I got out of my Sims addiction, I made a pact with myself. I was like, "Girl, you can never go back. You can never go back."
I'm like, maybe you can.
You'll have
Do
to
you
tell me
ever?
about
Did
the
you ever?
update.
Did you ever build a swim pool and then they go into the pool and then you take the ladder away so
Of
they drown?
course. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you put them
I
in a
made
room and you take the door away.
take the door out. Yes. 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 I made mine fall in love with a vampire who hated her and he got really fucking pissed and it was a whole deal. But I was like, no, you're gonna love her whether you like it or not.
Holy shit. I only
Yeah.
played Sims up to Sims 3, and I
Oh,
had the
okay.
expansion pack where I
Oh
could go
yeah.
to, like, other countries.
Oh yeah, the vacations one? That one was great. I had the date night one too. Ooh, it was great.
Nice.
Anyway.
Okay, we digress.
Mhm.
Where are fellow Sim heads at? Okay,
Oh
I
yeah.
cannot go back to my addiction. So, here between Michael and Byron, it is confirmed that Billy is her ex. This was the first time I was like, "Okay, she used to date him. Got it."
Yes, and I think Byron's a really solid best friend, man. Like he's
Byron is
straight
a
up
ride or die.
because Michael's kind of like, why the fuck would she date someone like that? And Byron is straight up like, yeah, everybody goes through a Billy, okay? Like everyone makes bad decisions sometimes and you date losers. It just happens. Like fuck, you know?
Unfortunately.
He says it in a nice way, but like that's the gist of it.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
now we cut to a warehouse where we see a giant T-Rex with a human-looking eyeball in a cloud
Mhm.
of smoke. I had to look up, I was like, this looks so off. And I had to look up what a T-Rex eye would have looked like allegedly.
Uh-huh.
Um, it's not that. But anyway, so
No, they look so different. They look so
yeah.
different. Have you
This
watched the Netflix? There's like a Netflix dinosaur series out right now, and I think they talk
oh,
about the T-Rex. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks interesting.
interesting. Well, this is
We
an animatron. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say we were introduced to our main players, but please describe our big friend, the T-Rex, our
This
boyfriend.
is animatronic dinosaur controlled remotely. So at
Mhm.
first I'm like, oh, this is, a museum. It's not. It's being controlled remotely. And would you like to introduce our main players?
Oh boy, we have quite the crew here. We're gonna start out with Dr. Wachenstein, who's played by Terry Kaiser. Helga, who's like his girlfriend slash assistant slash I really don't know, partner in
Lover.
crime, lover, I guess.
Yeah.
This is Ellen Dubin. Bobby, who's played by John Franklin, Bobby is going to be controlling the animatronic dinosaur. He's his own sort of scientist in a way. He's more on the technology side, but he thinks I'm going to call him Dr. W because his name is so long.
They
But
also call him Gunter a lot throughout this thing,
but
or throughout this movie.
they also call okay, this is where it's confusing to me, okay?
Mhm.
Because Gunther is they call the jacked up guy Gunther at one point and then they call him Carl later.
I thought he was Carl.
Okay, but it's I'm so confused by that. Unless she was referring to Dr. W as Gunther, is that where I got confused?
I know Dr. Wachenstein or Wachenstein. He definitely is Gunther, or Gunter is how they kept saying it.
Okay, so I think I just got confused there. Okay,
Okay.
so I got confused. So the jacked up guy Carl is also there, which I don't know if he's the bodyguard. I don't know if he's a security guard. I really don't know what his function is because he's
He,
pretty
he
useless.
he felt so out of place. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, he's like a bodybuilder type in like a tank top. He looks like he'd be in like a Street Fighter movie. And I was
Yes.
like,
Yeah, he looks like and he's tanned. Like he just looks like he
he's the
looks
muscle.
out of place.
He's definitely not out
In
of shape.
He's definitely not out of shape, but he's out of place in this
Yeah.
situation.
I think he's just like the hired muscle because he does carry
Yeah,
things around for Gunter.
that makes sense. Okay.
So Dr. Wachenstein is like, he says it
I
that way.
love
That's
that.
why
I love that his name is Wachenstein and I fully butchered it and said Wachenstein and you being the best friend that you are, were like, it's okay. I'm
I'm
gonna
not gonna
give it to
correct
her.
you. No,
I
no,
ain't
I'm
gonna
just
correct
saying
you.
how he said it in the movie,
No,
but
no, no,
that's how it's
you're
spelled.
right. You're right. I
How
am not.
you pronounce it though is how it's spelled. So you know what I mean?
I love you. Like, it's okay, girl. Okay.
Uh Doctor here, he wants to see what this animatronic dinosaur can do. So he's telling
Mhm,
Bobby, show me its power, show me its arm, show me its mouth, whatever.
mhm,
When he says show me its power, Carl doing the heavy lifting, he goes and he puts like a loaded barbell in the dinosaur's mouth. The dinosaur spits it across the room, and then Carl puts a big log in its mouth and he crushes it. So,
Mhm.
you know, Gunter is amazing. He's amazed and he's like, you know, this dinosaur, we're gonna give him a brain, we'll give him immortality. You're like, what the fuck are you
Yes.
talking about?
Right, and even, like, Bobby thinks that the doctor is an idiot. Like, he thinks he's, like he keeps, he keeps, like, rolling his eyes and, like,
Yeah.
making these faces, and he thinks that what he thinks keeping the because there's a computer right now inside the dinosaur that's, like, controlling it, and he and Bobby thinks his computer brain is better than a real brain, so he's kind of irritated by this, and I wanna say when he gets handed the weight, he knocks over Dr. W. Dr. W falls, and I think this is where Helga says, "Oh, Gunther, I don't think he likes you."
Mm,
Because and I got it confused with the other guy. But anyways, he knocks him over. So there's definitely bad blood here between Bobby and Dr. W.
yes. They're two scientists that are not, or doctors, scientists, whatever, that are not on the same page.
And the dinosaur's teeth, this is an animatronic dinosaur,
Yeah.
okay? Has super sharp teeth. Like,
Yeah.
why does it have super sharp teeth? It's
Right.
crazy.
Also, why do they have an animatronic dinosaur even in
That's
the
what I'm
movie?
saying. All of it. I'm like,
Like,
where what?
why is this what
Did
you're
Bobby build
choosing?
it?
What was that?
Did Bobby build this from the ground up? Did him
Right.
and Carl build it together?
And why are you choosing this to do your experiment on? You know what? But this is what we're going with. Okay,
Okay,
this is what they're doing.
also, one of the reasons I got so confused about Carl is because when he is squished and rolled up like a blunt, he fully looks like a different human.
He
Like
does.
that does not it's not the same person.
It took me a minute to realize, oh, that's Carl. We'll get
That's
to
what
that. Yeah.
I'm saying. Okay, sorry, it was okay. I
No, no,
digress.
no. So now we cut to Michael in his room on his bed. He's
Mhm.
listening to music. He's
Very
looking long.
90s,
Oh my
very
gosh, yes,
sad. He's a sad boy right now. He's a very
he
sad
is.
boy. Mhm.
He's listening to the music and looking longingly at Tammy's bracelet in his hand. I think it's a bracelet he wants to gift her.
Yes. So
And
sweet.
this man's is a yearning, okay? This man's is
Oh,
pining.
the
He is pining
definition.
for his lover.
Oh my god, the definition of not only pining, but watch him turn into an absolute fucking golden retriever here in about 5 seconds.
I think one of the Jaded Heart songs is playing in this scene too, and I was like, "Why is this good?"
That's a
Yes.
banger. Hell
Yes.
yeah.
The
Mhm.
phone rings, and it's Tammy. Now, in this scene, she looks like she was crying. Michael
For
can't
sure.
see this, but her
Right.
eyes are red.
Yeah, yeah, she's upset. She's upset. She tells him she's lonely. She doesn't wanna be
Yeah.
alone anymore.
And she apologizes for running away earlier, and she asked
Mhm.
Michael to come over, and she's like, "You know, I need you with me right now. I want you here." It's a close shot of her too.
Mhm.
It's like a tight shot, so I thought Billy was, like, forcing her to invite Michael over so he could, like, beat him up. That's not what's happening. She really does want him to come over, but the way that it was shot, I was like, "Wait, this is a setup."
Because it's really awkward, and one thing about this movie is a lot of the scenes feel a little bit longer than they need to be.
Yeah.
So, like, even that scene, like, she's like so she invites him over, right? So she looks upset. She invites him over, and he goes from being sad boy to like, "Oh, gee golly willikers, of course I wanna come over." Like, he's so fucking stoked. He's like, "Really? You do?" And then, like every man on the planet, as cute as he is, runs to his side table, starts shuffling around in it, and finds a condom that, I don't know, looks like he's had in there for the last decade.
I wrote it's
Okay, like
probably expired.
100% expired. And he's like, yes. And he kisses it and he puts it in his pocket because, man, he is ready to get laid.
I can understand why he might. I'll give him a pass. You know, she's on the phone
Sure, of
saying like,
course.
I need you, I want you," and he can't
I
see
need
her.
you here. I'm so lonely. I'm crying. Let me come over with a condom and fix it for you, baby. Let me wipe your tears with my dick.
No, not that again.
You
That
know,
needs
they
to be on a
love it.
T-shirt.
They love it. We should make a t-shirt
What
that
was
says
it?
that.
What did you say?
I
I'm not
said,
gonna.
I'm not going to wipe my tears with your dick.
Yes, I always want to say it backwards. I'm not going to wipe
Can
your
we?
tears with my dick.
Guys, let us know if you want that to be a t-shirt or a hat. Because it would be really cute on a pink hat. I have a hat that says boys lie. I get complimented on it all the time.
That and a strap in and strap on shirt.
Oh my God. Guys, let us know. Somehow, you can email us. You can write it on our fucking Instagram, TikTok,
Our
whatever.
YouTube comments too.
Tell us if you want it because we will make it happen.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Tammy tells Michael,
Oh, I
"Don't
can't
park in
wait.
front of my house."
Dude, I know. He
This is the
says
shit
it
I love,
so
though.
clearly. she's like, this is what you got to do. Do not, I repeat, do not park in front of my house. What does this dumb motherfucker do?
Why does he park in front of the house next door? He's like at their property line. Like the front of his car is right where like their driveway is. I'm like, that wasn't the assignment.
That's what okay, literally, I'm like, I love that you're a sweet little golden retriever, okay? It's very cute, but also, are you fucking stupid? Like, come on. She very clearly gave you instructions, my brother. Like, what are you doing?
But he's like, got it. Check. I
I
did
know,
it.
right? He's like, I did it right.
So he's walking up to the property. He notices, he can see her parents in the living room. Tammy's up in her second story bedroom window, telling him to, what else? It's the 90s. Climb up that trellis, my friend.
Do it. I thought a lot of people were going to be climbing up my fucking trellis until I didn't have a trellis.
I was just about to say, and then I never had a trellis.
I never had a trellis. But I was, as a child, I was like, I'm definitely going to have a trellis one day and someone's going to climb up it. I'm actually glad I don't have one. I'd be so scared if I had one, someone climbing up here.
I was about to say, now I'm like, no one climb my fucking trellis. If I ever have one, no.
No.
Trellis, huge. I would never even have a trellis. No, you're giving someone a ladder up to your window.
You're kidding me? I'm going to have a fortress. I'm going to have like fucking walls so high around with a moat. You ain't coming near my fucking house.
The bars on your windows, you're like, absolutely not.
Castle, baby.
So at this point, he's climbing up the trellis. Wendy's bitch ass drives past with her friend. I think her friend's name is Michelle.
I don't mind Michelle as much. Michelle's okay. She's but the other one's worst.
She is, what's the word? When you're not like actively doing it, what is it?
Like an accessory? Like she's enabling it? She's not stopping it?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's not stopping things, but she's just like, I'm not sure. Like, grow a fucking backbone.
Yeah.
But
you're
anyway,
an accomplice. You're an accomplice.
Accomplice. There you go. And so as this is happening, of course, Wendy is like, we're going to snitch to Billy. And I'm like, girl, what is your fucking obsession? But we will find out. She wants Billy, and I'm sure it pisses her off that Billy is still obsessed with Tammy.
Yeah, and I also think the other chick's name, what was her name? Michelle? Michelle at least goes, ooh, let's tell her parents. And the other chick, Wendy's like, no, let's make it worse and kill him. Like, it's just so intense. Like,
oh my gosh, this is insane. I can say this before like every other scene. This is going to be insane.
No, it's wild.
So Michael also knocks over like 7 things as he's getting into her room. Also, she starts knocking over things. She's laughing again a lot, but it felt natural here.
It did.
Because they're like stumbling.
Yeah, it was cute. And like Michael's like super smitten by her. He's also like very not jealous, sorry. He's very gentle. He's a very like gentle, like sweet, kind of docile guy. Yeah.
But they knock over enough things to the point where her dad calls her
rich
from the living room.
She is rich. This is rich. Yeah.
Not only does she have her own landline or her own phone. Wait, yeah, it has to be her own landline.
It has to be a separate line. Oh yeah. And this is 94?
I didn't think about that.
Wild.
And I'm also like, you can't go upstairs and check that she's okay. You're calling her. Like, how lazy are you?
Well, we're going to see the dad is not the sharpest either. My gosh.
He might be the worst character in this whole movie.
Oh, he is so useless. It's not even funny.
Oh my gosh. So she tells her dad, oh, I dropped my dictionary, whatever. So she must be really good in school, whatever. And Michael gives her the bracelet here. I couldn't tell if he was gifting this to her or if it was already hers because she's like, thank you. Like almost like she was expecting him to return it to her. Like, did she drop it at one point? I don't know.
Oh, I thought, maybe. I don't know. I just
thought
she
was
like,
a gift.
Yeah, I think it was a gift. I think she was just like, she wanted him, not so much the gift. Do you know what I mean?
She's like, sure, whatever. Now let's make out.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe. At least that's the vibe I was getting.
They also say I love you to each other, which feels like a complete 180 from not even wanting to accept his flower earlier this same day.
It sounds like they're both love bombing each other.
I mean, they're in high school, right? It's a high school whirlwind romance.
I love you.
I just love you so much. Oh my gosh. Like, I remember being in high school. This is really sad and also vulnerable, but I don't care. It's far enough removed. I remember being in high school and trying to convince myself that I loved people that I didn't, just because I wanted to be in love.
For sure.
Like, I love him. Like, bitch, no, you didn't.
No, you
Stop writing that shit in your diary. You didn't.
He was a loser, girlfriend. A loser.
But I was also a child. So same here.
Yeah. We all go through it. Yeah.
So anyway, Billy. Also, we've covered so many movies that have a Billy.
Oh yeah, I know Billy's like one of those names.
And before, there will be a Billy.
Billy and a Michael. I feel like those two are pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
Billy pulls up to the house and you see like 7 kids running to the front door. This is nuts. The dad looks out the window and sees this. They know who Billy is. And the mom's like,
Yes.
"Just call the police, honey."
Call the police.
But the dad is like, "No, no, no, I'll handle this." This motherfucker does not handle it.
Handling it. He opens the front door and quite literally just invites the whole fucking crew into his house. It's crazy. They just blow past him and run right up the stairs.
Yes, and he's just going, Not only that, he doesn't follow them. He doesn't follow them
Right.
to be like, "Hey, get the fuck out of my house." The mom does eventually. She's on the phone calling the police at the end of
Of
the scene.
course the mom does. Of course it's not dad,
What is the
useless.
dad doing this whole time? So they run upstairs. Tammy and Michael, they're making out, but they hear this, and so Michael escapes through the window.
Yeah.
Weasel and Michael and not Michael, Billy, they burst in with everyone else, and
Yeah.
Weasel notices that Michael's jacket is there, and
Mhm.
then Billy sees Michael climbing down the trellis. And this is where I was like, why didn't the dad follow them? He just let them all run to his daughter's room?
Oh, he's useless. Complete. I mean, listen, he couldn't even get off his ass to see what happened upstairs. So,
Right.
you know.
So all the kids leave. The mom is calling the police, but still, Michael decides to leave on foot. So I think he just was like, I don't have time to even get in my car for some reason, even though it was right in front of their house.
Didn't really understand the logic behind that at all, even a little bit.
No, but
No.
he is now running. He's not being caught by them in their vehicles, but he ends up running off road, like into the woods or something. There's like they're chasing him in multiple cars. There's like 3
Mhm.
cars. Okay,
There's like the girl's Jeep, the Corvette or convertible, and like something else.
yeah,
Mhm.
and so they follow him into this area. They end up catching up with him and hitting him with a bat. They're all jumping him except the
Mhm.
girls who are sitting in their own car, like in the Jeep.
Mhm.
Wendy is loving this, but Michelle's unsure. But still, you're
Mhm.
not stopping it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then they put Michael in the trunk of one of the cars and drive to a wild animal park.
Okay, I think it's like so telling too that like I don't know why all of these people listen to Billy and just go along with it. Are they all just a bunch of assholes? Is
I
that the
think so,
point?
but I think that's why I also think he's the older kid,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. So you think that these are all high school kids? Oh yeah, and Michael's probably like 20 or 21. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they
for
take him
sure.
they get him in this trunk and they start driving. They take him to what looks to me like African lion safari,
Yes. Oh
which
my gosh.
right?
I wrote
Right?
the same thing.
Yeah, so African lion safari, essentially, for those that you don't know, it's like a zoo, except it's open concept. So you get to drive through in your vehicle on like a path, and you go through all these different sections where the animals are just roaming freely. So you'll kind of drive through a lion section. Anyone that's been on these tours knows the monkeys destroy your car and the ostriches you do not want to fuck with. But they take him in, they open the trunk, and they dump him out of the vehicle.
Hold on, I have questions about this safari now. Are you talking about
Yeah.
you must be talking about the one that's in Ontario.
Yes, yes, African lion safari.
Okay, I've never
Mhm.
been to that one, but I would
Mm.
always pass it going to Toronto.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
another one in Ohio that I went to, but
Uh-huh.
they I don't think they have lions. I think
Oh,
it's more like they have bison that will come up to your car, you can feed them, like
okay.
zebras.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think they have monkeys and I don't think they have lions. So I was like, they don't have fucking lions at these things, but
Oh,
I
no, they
guess
do,
maybe some
yeah.
they do. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, I used to love Africa. I was obsessed with lions as a child. I told my grade 3 class that I had a pet lion, like it was show and tell. Fuck, I think I told him that he lived on the baseball diamond because my backyard wasn't big enough, and I said it
Wait,
with my full chest.
you told them that you had a lion.
Oh, at the front of the class. I made an announcement. I got it to the front of the class, and I told them all that I had a pet lion.
Why is that a canon experience for children? Like, do you have to, like, make something up to sound cool to your class? Because I did something similar, but it didn't even make any sense.
Wait, was
Like,
it
I
your
didn't even
grandmother's house?
What was that?
Was it when you lied about your grandma's house?
Yes! When I just pointed we were, like, walking to a fire station as a field trip, and I pointed to this random house because I thought it was a really pretty blue color, and I was like, "My grandma lives there." And then for those of you who
Shit.
didn't hear the story, my teacher was like, "Oh, do you wanna go say hi to her?" And I'm like, "No, she's not home." Why?
No, she's not home. Actually, no, I'm just lying.
Why did I feel the need to make that up?
We're kids because we're kids. We're
I
kids, man.
guess.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't turn into a compulsive liar, like, fuck.
So they pull up to this you know, African lion safari, let's call it that. They open the trunk, they dump him out. You can hear Weasel say, "Oh, this place gives me the creeps." Like, dude, yeah, it's nighttime and there are wild animals running
And
around.
also, they're in a drop top and a Jeep. Well, you're not worried, and they also get out of the cars anyway. You're not worried about these animals coming up to you?
Oh, they're just complete idiots. Like, just absolutely stupid. So this is the other thing I want to ask you about. Uh, Michael's on the ground, right? Because he got dragged out of the trunk.
Yeah.
Billy's over him, and Billy does like a cross symbol across him, and is like basically tells Michael that he'll fucking kill him
Yeah.
if he sees him again or whatever. But he does it like he makes like a cross symbol with his
Like the sign
hands.
of the cross?
Yes, like he's just like, I
I
swear
totally
I will
missed that.
fucking kill you. Like it's so bizarre. And then they leave him there. They get in their vehicle and they take off.
Yeah, I totally missed that, sign of the cross, but it's funny you mentioned that because Tammy does it later. I have it in my notes, and she does it wrong.
Okay, so
But
there
we'll
has
get
to
to
be a
it.
reason for okay, yeah. There's
Yeah.
something weird. Yeah.
Something's going on here. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. So, yeah, Michael is left in this park, and he gets attacked by a lion, okay?
Sure does.
Uh,
Oh, and it's such a pretty lion too. He's got a big mane. Oh,
yeah.
he's so
I don't know what you're
handsome.
supposed to do if a lion is coming towards you, but I feel like running is probably not it because cats are ambush predators, and they love to chase, and they love to attack when your back is turned. I know that.
So it's not like a bear where you play dead.
I don't know if that's I don't know.
I
Because
thought him
cats are psychopaths, okay? I have 2 of
Yeah.
them. I watch them, play, fight with each other all the time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they wait for one to be grooming itself, and then they'll be like, you can see it in their eyes. They're like, their back is turned, like, I'm gonna get them. They go like nuts. Like it is wired in them to do that. But then like if one cat like retreats to its back, I know this is also a different scenario, but the other one's just kind of like not interested anymore. I don't know. So
Oh, because the other one's submissive, so
yeah.
they like the actual like thrill of
Oh,
the kill, I guess.
yes, they love
Mhm.
playing with their prey.
Oh yeah,
So I
yeah.
feel like that's why I'm wondering if you play dead, if that actually will, deter them. They're like, "Ah, okay, I'm bored."
I don't know. Don't take our advice, guys. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah, this is
suggesting
not
you,
advice for what you should do.
but very, very curious. He does climb a tree though, which I thought wasn't a stupid idea, except that cats can climb trees, and he'll soon find out that not only do cats climb trees, some of them chill up in trees, like Black Panthers, for
Yes,
example. They like to hang in trees.
did you know that black panthers are not a separate species of cat?
I did. They're jaguars, aren't they?
They're jaguars and, leopards. They're a
Oh, they're
melanistic
all.
variant.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
So if you look closely, you can still see their pattern, their spots and stuff.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cute.
They
Okay,
are
let's
really
go
cute.
find a jaguar.
It's so funny because when I was watching this, I see the lion and I'm like, "Oh, that's Dali, my fluffy white kitty." Because I always call him like a little lion because he's just so
Yeah,
fluffy around his head.
he
And then
looks like
Frida,
one.
my tortie, when I saw the panther, I'm like, "And that's Frida." I'm like,
Oh, I love it. Oh my god. They're the best. They're so cute. Okay.
but these ones, they're cute, but they're deadly. And now this
Mhm.
lion is attacking Michael. I mean, you
Mhm.
see the lion bite this stunt actor's head.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
assuming it was his handler, and
Sure.
or I have no idea.
One
Um,
of the stunt guys gets bit by the jaguar. I know that.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, yeah. He got bit by the jaguar. Mhm. I have
Okay.
I have a good story about lions and jaguars and shit that I'm going to tell you off air that I
Oh,
think
I
you'd
can't
find
wait.
interesting about my childhood. I can't wait to tell you.
Oh, shit. Okay. So the
Mhm.
game warden pulls out a shotgun, it looks like,
Mhm.
and starts shooting, assuming the lion.
I know
Um,
I didn't know if he was like scaring him, if he was shooting him. I just put he's
yeah.
scaring him in
Let's
my
just
notes.
pretend that he was scaring him. But I
Mhm.
would also love to think like, oh, that's just a tranquilizer gun, but it probably
Sure.
wasn't. So now I'm
Yeah.
like, Billy got this fucking lion killed too. Fuck him.
Fuck Billy. Worst.
Now Michael is taken to the hospital where doctors say he's in a coma.
Okay. Dude, he does not have one scratch on his face.
No, he
He
has a
he
black eye,
also
and
has
that's him.
he also has a tiny smile on his face.
Oh, this whole scene is so like we have to point out the little things. We just have to
Oh, we
because
do.
it's
We
just
have
part
to.
of it. It's part
Mhm.
of the experience. But he doesn't have a single scratch. He has a black eye that's from the fight before. He doesn't
Mhm.
look mauled at all. And I was also like, why are you in a coma? Like did the lion didn't maul you. He punched you in the head? Like you've
I
had
didn't understand it either. I was like, how can you be in a coma but you have no cuts?
right. But
I
anyway,
I don't know. He's in the coma though, and he's there with his drunk uncle.
Uncle Bob, I think.
Yeah, Uncle Bob, who's hammered. and
Yeah.
asleep on a seat, and Byron and Tammy show up to check on him. There's so many reactions here that
Yeah.
are so out of place.
Tammy, first of all, looks like Blossom. Okay, Blossom had
Oh, that
aired at this
hat?
point.
The hat? That
Yeah.
hat is brutal. That's worse than Blossom. That's like a grandma hat.
Yeah, it's very of the time. I feel like I probably wore a hat like that around that time
Okay.
in like some childhood pictures or
For
something.
sure, 100%.
While they're at the hospital desk, okay, Byron and Tammy are talking to the lady trying to figure out where Michael is. A man walks up with bullet holes in his chest. And he's just like, oh, and the lady's like, 1 second or whatever. While she's talking to Tammy and Byron, the man just collapses. It's just put there
It's
for
camp. It's
shtick,
great.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's great. Everything's a bit. Everything in this movie is a bit.
And I was like, oh shit, I have to watch this without taking notes because if you aren't watching, I think I text you. I was like, if you're not watching the screen, you're going to miss stuff while you're taking notes because so much is going on.
I think I watched it 3 times total before, and I finished my notes this morning.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So now Tammy and Byron get to the room, like you mentioned, Uncle Bob is he's Michael's guardian. He's passed out drunk. Uh First of all, Tammy is crying and apologizing to this comatose Michael, right? And right before she goes to kiss him on the cheek, you can see him swallow like in his throat. I was like, okay, they didn't edit that out. All right.
Yeah.
And then Billy and Weasel walk in. Why is Billy not in jail? He should be in jail for the rest of the movie.
Okay. Oh my God. I know I keep stopping going, okay, but this is bananas.
Yeah.
So Billy and Weasel show up. Okay. Billy is obviously upset, and so is Tammy, and so is Byron. Byron and Tammy like size him up and then square off with him like they're gonna do karate. Like it's so
Yes.
insane. And he's like, and then Tammy kicks Billy in the nuts.
Yeah, after Billy like slaps her.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then and it's so bizarre because he hits her, she kicks him. He starts saying, "You're going to pay for this. You're going to pay for this. You're going to pay for this." Like he keeps saying it. As he's like leaving, Byron and her turn to each other. Now, mind you, Michael has just been beat up by Billy. Attacked by a lion, is in a coma now. Okay. Billy, who caused this whole issue, who Tammy is terrified of, just showed up trying to kill him, I'm guessing, again. They turn, Byron and Tammy look at each other and they start celebrating. They're like, we just fucking beat him. Like it's
bizarre is the best way to describe that. Also, within this scene, Weasel tries to like he says like you bitch or something to Tammy after she kicks Billy in the nuts.
Yeah.
Byron gets in his face, threatens to scratch his eyes out. Tammy's like, "We mean it." And she puts up her hand like cuz Byron has his fist out. She puts up her hand like this.
it's the worst type
Sorry,
of
I'm moving so
punch.
far away from the mic.
It's
It
like
looks
you're
like
not
she's
going to punch
holding
someone like that.
No, her hand it's like like palm down
Like you
and
have an
she
egg in
looks
there,
like
like you're holding an egg in your hand? Like what's happening here?
it looks like she's holding imaginary mace.
You're right. Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
it's you know what, the whole scene is bizarro land.
It was so weird.
It just keeps getting weirder.
Yeah, because Billy and Weasel leave. They're just like, all right, well, bye.
Yeah.
In walk Gunter and Helga wearing long lab coats, but Helga is still in her eccentric little mini dress, like tits out.
Oh
Her dress
yeah.
is so short. Her dress is so short that I can see her pantyhose line. It's not a pantyhose line. What is that called? It's like the darker spot in the crotch of pantyhose.
It's the gusset. It's
A
it's like
gusset?
it's the gusset. Yeah. It's always a little bit darker up there and it's
I love how
annoying.
you know what that's called. I'm
You
like,
know what it
what
is?
is that thing? It's like yeah.
It's a gusset.
But it's usually very, very high up. And
Yeah.
you can see it. I was like, holy shit, girl, your gusset's hanging out, you know?
They're right. It's it's really inappropriate. And also, like, as they get there, they're talking to another doctor, and Gunther's smoking a cigarette in the hospital, and this other doctor is explaining to Gunther what happened to Michael, and he's like, but guess what, the brain is still perfectly intact, doctor. And we find out here Gunther is claiming to be a neurosurgeon, right?
Yeah.
But the funniest part of this bit, I thought, was that one, the doctor's just letting them go into this office looking like total weirdos. But two, he's smoking a cigarette and then he hands it to the doctor and goes, "Here, man." And the doctor's like, "Oh, perfect. Great. Thank you." And just starts smoking.
Yeah, and
Because
walks away with it.
at this point, there was definitely no smoking in hospitals. I want to say that finished in the 80s. So I thought
Probably.
that was a pretty funny bit that he
Yeah,
just like hands him
also,
off that.
yeah, the doctor who, takes a cigarette, that's Roger Lodge, who I mostly know from the show Blind Date. He's the host.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, blind date.
yeah. Did that just take you back and unlock the core memory?
Dude, yes, dude. I remember that show. Oh my gosh. I remember thinking I would never, ever want to do that. Ever. That sounds
I love the
horrible.
little pop-up things
Yeah, they're
on the
best. The
screen.
blurbs, the
Yeah.
little blurbs. Yeah.
Okay, side note, I also looked it up. In addition
Mhm.
to a gusset, that little dark part of the pantyhose up
Yeah.
top is also known as a modesty panel.
Oh my God.
I mean, in
Dear
wrestling, we're more of
God.
like sheer to waist type of gals. You know, we don't want our modesty panels hanging out. You know what I
No,
mean?
I always try to go with none. I always try to buy the ones that have none.
The sheer to waist, right?
Sure waist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Also, okay, the scene with the doctor. I don't want to like beat on this too much, but I was like, okay, is he an actual doctor? Because the way Roger Lodge was talking to him was like, oh, how's that other project you got going on? So I'm like, is he an actual doctor, but he just has a side project that's crazy and doesn't he's not telling anyone about?
Oh, I don't think so. I think Gunther is just a straight up liar, and I think he's probably one of those. I think he's probably has a doctorate in something,
Yeah.
and he's probably one of those highly regarded. I'm going to say scientists. I don't know what a better word for it is.
Mhm.
Like he's a so people don't ask him a lot of questions, but
Yeah.
also he's also very clearly, you know,
Scheming.
yeah, like he's definitely offside for
Yeah.
sure. Hmm.
So yeah, they're like, great, his brain's still working. Let's go in here and see what's going on. And so Gunter learns that Uncle Bob is Michael's only living relative, which he's very
Hmm.
excited about. He's asking Tammy questions about Michael and his psyche. So like, is he a well-rounded individual? Which I don't know why this would matter, but okay. I guess
Oh,
he
because
just wants
he wants to make sure that the brain that they're taking is it's going into a huge animatronic T-Rex. So he wants to make sure that it's not going to be a crazy T-Rex, which
okay.
is interesting that he even cares at
That's
this
what I'm
point.
saying.
But
Like
it's
I
very Dr.
yeah.
Frankenstein, right? Like this is all very much the OG Frankenstein. He even climbs on top of because at this okay, while he's asking the questions, Helga is tending to Michael in a very inappropriate weird way, and as this is happening, she pulls the plug on Michael.
Yeah.
She pulls the plug on him, and Dr. W climbs on top of his body and starts like giving chest compressions, but he's
Mhm.
just yelling, and he's yelling live, and it's all very much Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah. And then he's like, live, live, live. And then he's like, okay, I did all I could.
Oh, it's the best. He's like, "Oh, well, that's it." And Byron faints, right?
Mhm.
Helga gives Michael a kiss.
Yeah, she does that a few times. I'm like, girl, are you okay?
Girl, stop it.
She's not.
Stop it. Then they kiss. Helga and Dr. W kiss.
Yeah, after Tammy and Byron both faint.
They both faint. Then Helga rolls Michael onto a gurney. And as Uncle Bob is like waking up, he's kind of seeing this happen. But then he looks down and he sees Byron and Tammy pass it on the floor. And he's like, well, it's a bad day for everyone. But no
Uh,
worries. And he just takes a swig of his drink.
at the end of that scene, I was like, before Uncle Bob woke up, I was like, he's just sitting here through this all.
Yeah, just blackout.
And so now Helga wheels Michael right out the door on this. Is that a gurney?
Gurney. Yeah.
Wheels him right out the door, past the, front desk,
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Gunter and Bobby are waiting there to put him in their normal looking car, not even like stealing an ambulance or anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Michael comes out of his coma. He just pops up and he's like, where am I? Or whatever, maybe saying Tammy or
Hey,
something.
guys. Yeah, Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
They inject him with something. He passes out. Then he wakes up
Mhm.
again and starts doing the Wizard of Oz bit. He's
Yep.
like, I was in Kansas and you were there and you were there. And then Helga just punches him out cold.
Knocks him out. Knocks him out. They waste absolutely no time here. We cut back to the warehouse. Michael is already set up to be operated on. Now, I want to stress that Michael is not under any anesthesia, okay? He's been knocked out because Helga punched him out.
Yep.
So right before Dr. W starts cutting his head open with a scalpel, cutting his forehead open, Michael wakes up again.
Yeah.
And I think he wakes up to the sound of the drill, because I could be wrong here. I think he cuts his head open, no sells it, and then Dr. W starts the drill because he's going to, like, drill open his head. And that's what startles Michael awake. Helga punches him again
Yeah.
and knocks him out.
So that's their anesthesia.
That's it. So he's feeling all of this, essentially.
Yeah. And he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still fully alive. Carl pukes at the sight of this as Dr. W, Gunther, starts drilling his head. And as it's happening, Bobby is getting just like covered in blood, like just being sprayed with blood.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they're cutting it off like the top of his cranium, like the top of his head, almost like a hat. And then they pull it off like a bowl.
Yeah.
It's gory.
It is gnarly. I was like, holy shit. It almost looks like he's using like a regular power tool and he might be to open his head.
It
It's
reminds me of like
nasty
Frankenhooker. Like Frankenhooker with the lobotomy.
Oh, Frankenhooker. Yeah. Yeah. I was actually surprised at how gory it was. I'm like, okay, I could see why they wanted to cut that when they didn't want, too much gore.
Yeah.
Helga's smoking a cigarette all up in Michael's face. She just keeps blowing smoke in his face.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor describes to them how, when I poke different parts of his brain, they're connected to other things. So he pokes one part of Michael's brain and his leg moves. Michael's leg kicks up. Okay. When Michael's leg kicks up, there's one like frame where they show Carl, the actor who plays Carl, his hand is underneath Paul Walker's leg or whoever's laying on that table, holding some phallic looking wooden item that they're about to use in the next bit. I was like, I didn't catch this the first time when I wasn't even taking notes. I somehow caught it when I was taking notes. I looked up and I was like, wait a minute. I had to rewind it so many times because then Dr. Gunter is going to say, now this one's my favorite part. He touches another part of Michael's brain and it gives him an erection. Dude. And then he starts going, yee, yee, yee. And the boner is bouncing. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
It's so fucked. He's making his dick bounce. But I could not get over them not editing out Michael's leg kicking up and Carl holding that piece of wood.
Because obviously the piece of wood is what he's making bounce, right?
Yeah. He has his arm under the guy's leg and is like sticking it up. Amazing.
Love it.
Great bit.
Oh yeah. Love it.
Thanks for showing us how it was done. I didn't have to look it up. So now Gunter takes Michael's brain out. And Gunter and Helga walk away. And
the brain's cool looking. It's really cool looking. It's like, it's gross. When he pulls it out, it's like there's like gross, like stringy shit hanging off of it. And Bobby's like real salty about this whole situation. He's just like, well, my computer would be so much better than that stupid brain.
And then Michael's body starts convulsing without a brain, which I feel like the brain would make that happen. But anyway, not sure. Carl's like, what's going on? And Bobby says, he's lost his mind. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Ridiculous. They're nuts.
They are committed to the bit. And so Gunter puts the brain in this bowl of like bubbling liquid. It has a bunch of tubes in it. It looks like a regular like mixing bowl. There's no cover on it. It's just out in the air.
Oh no, yes. This is all very DIY.
But it's connected to the T-Rex. And so Gunter starts poking parts of the brain now, and they're connected to the dinosaur. So he's opening his eyes and moving his arms and things like that. I mean, that was pretty quick turnaround.
Oh yeah. Yep, they're on
I don't know how long brain surgery takes, but I feel like it's not that short.
Not 10 seconds, that's for sure.
But he's pumped. Gunter is pumped. He's like, okay, I'm going to perform the final lobotomy in the morning when the brain has settled. Like he needs to give it time to settle. I'm not a scientist, so okay.
Sure. I'll go with it.
So the pizza delivery guy shows up. This is played by Efren Ramirez, who is Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite.
Dude, I had no idea. That's wild.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
I love it.
So he comes in to deliver the pizza. Michael comes to life as the T-Rex, okay? And he's like scared, but then he goes, are you the double cheese pepperoni? Like what?
And the music is so like 90210 right now.
Yeah. So now we're seeing some shots of what Michael is seeing because the pizza delivery guy, he books it, okay? He leaves the pizza on the ground. So there's like
Yeah.
a shaky POV here. Michael doesn't understand what's happened to him yet. He doesn't
Mhm.
know he's in this body. And
Mhm,
then
mhm.
Carl and Bobby come back into the room. Carl finds the pizza on the ground, doesn't find it weird that it's just left there, picks it up.
Oh, no, of course not. He just picks it up, like,
He
casually.
Yes, and he even charges Bobby for his half. He's
Oh,
like, "It's 5
fully.
bucks."
And
And then,
he also puts the pizza on top of Michael's dead body, like,
of course.
so casually. Oh, and also, Bobby here wasn't wearing gloves. He is still covered head to toe in blood. His hands are covered in blood,
Yep.
and he's grabbing the pizza with his bare blood-covered hands. I don't
Yep.
know what about it made my stomach turn. I was
That
like,
is such a trope
"Ew."
in horror movies, right? Where the medical
Yeah.
staff are always, like, eating. The
Always.
police too later will be eating around, like,
Always.
gory scenes.
It makes me think of Friday the 13th when Jason's getting gurneyed. I wanna say it's in part 4 when is it part 4 where he's getting gurneyed
I think so in the beginning.
at the beginning and the guy puts a sandwich on top of him? I'm like,
Yes.
"That's a bad idea." Bobby also says to Carl that Dr. W, Gunther, is Looney Tunes, okay? And when he says it, he's basically, 'cause Gunther and him are kinda chatting about how crazy the doctor is, and he's just like, "Oh my god, yeah, he is Looney Tunes." Meanwhile, he's eating pizza next to a dead body with bloody hands and was in on the entire thing.
Right.
Like, ridiculous.
Like, you're saying you don't agree with him, but you're also like, "Okay, sure."
Right, and then Carl takes his old crust, like, he's eating his pizza, he doesn't want the crust, and instead of throwing it out, he uses the top of Michael's head like a bowl and throws the crust in it, which disgusts Bobby, and Bobby says to Carl, "Can you just have some respect?" Buddy, we're
That's his
far
line.
past it. We're far past that.
So they have to put the body back together to take it to the morgue, okay? They are,
Mhm.
hiding this from the hospital that they took Michael's body. They uncover Michael's human body, like his head, and T-Rex Michael now sees this for the first time. So he's
Mhm.
confused, but starting to put it together.
Right.
Carl goes to get the car. Bobby is now alone with the T-Rex, and the T-Rex, Michael, starts moving. And Bobby sees this, but he's not really disturbed by this. I thought he would be surprised, but he just starts mocking him.
He's
And
mocking him.
yeah,
Yeah.
saying like, he can't be better than his computer.
So, like,
But
and
he's
he's, like,
full
acting
on
like it
like
doesn't work, and it's like it's working, obviously.
right now. And also you're not expecting it to work. So I was surprised he wasn't surprised.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
just like full on taunting Michael to the point
Mhm.
where Michael bites his fucking head off.
It's great. It's so good. His head comes off like pizza cheese. Like, it just
Pizza
gets, like,
cheese
pulls off in, like, strings,
has a good pull.
has a
Good
good
cheese
pull,
pull.
and then his body keeps moving, and he kinda, like, runs forward a little bit and then falls into a bunch of boxes. It's
Yeah.
great. Mhm.
And then T-Rex Michael goes to check on his human form. He ends up pulling up a hand mirror and looking at himself.
It's great.
He lets out a roar. So he's realizing it now. He kind of was like caressing his human face and he's putting it
Yeah.
all together. Uh Carl, I was about to call him Ken. Carl walks in.
Change of clothes.
Yes. Starts asking Bobby, "Hey, are you making that thing roar?" He notices that the T-Rex is moving and he reacts how I thought they would react. He's like, "You're not supposed to be awake yet."
Yeah, yeah.
Michael's now coming toward him and he's like, "No, wait, like I'm a black belt." Like, okay, in what?
Right.
And Carl gets knocked outside, like through the doors
Yeah, he
by
gets
Michael to
because
the ground.
Michael, like, kicks him, and he goes
Yeah.
flying.
And then Michael steps on his torso, squishing him, and then his head.
It's
He
great.
is
Okay,
flattened.
it's awesome, and okay, can I also say this really quickly? As much as we wanna believe that the dinosaur is walking towards, Carl, it's very clear that he is rolling everywhere. He is rolling, he is on
Yeah.
wheels,
Yes.
and I wanna say every time they cut to the big feet, it's either someone in a costume with, like, feet, or
Yeah.
they're just, like, I don't know how they did it exactly, but
Yeah.
that dinosaur is rolling. He is rolling
Yes.
everywhere, and they don't
And
even try to hide it.
the feet and the hands, I assume, are puppets, right?
They have to be, yeah.
But when they show, because 'cause they're about to show Michael walking full body in the distance,
Holy
they
shit.
never needed to do that.
No, they
Like,
didn't.
who am I to tell someone what to do with their movie? But if you
But
see
they
these
didn't.
scenes, the close-ups of the animatronic, the close-ups of the hands, the puppets in the hands and
Yeah,
the feet, they looked so good.
I agree. I
Every
agree.
close-up shot looked good, and it was telling us what was happening in the story. We did not need to see him walking full body because that CGI looked so bad.
It's so it's so fucking bad. I will say the only reason they save it to me is it's the movie's so camp that
Yes.
it's like it just adds to like the ridiculousness. There's
Yeah.
also an old lady on a payphone outside and
Mhm.
sees this dinosaur, obviously reacts to it, but keeps talking on the phone. And then before she runs away, she's like, "Oh my god, this dinosaur just squashed a man." And then she says something like, "Okay, but it's $20 to win," or whatever she's selling to the person on the line. She makes sure she gets it across and then
Yes.
books it.
She was, like, telling someone what bets she wanted to wager
Yes.
on something, yeah.
Exactly, like, that's the important thing, and of course, Dino rolls up and, like, roars at her, so she takes off, and rather than eating her, he doesn't eat her, he just scares her.
Yeah.
Uh, he uses a payphone with his little tiny T-Rex arms.
He's, like, searching the payphone for a quarter with his
With
T-Rex
with
claw.
his little T-Rex hand.
There are so many parts with the
Listen,
hands.
can I also say, real quick, if he fucking wanted to, he would, okay? If a man wants to, he will.
That is the takeaway from this movie.
Thank you. Even if your man turns into an animatronic dinosaur who cannot form full sentences or has hands, he will find a way to call you girl if he wants to.
Remember that.
Remember it.
So, yeah, the old lady, I mean, she was about her money, I respect it. She was like, "I will get my bag."
Mhm.
So, he holds the payphone up to his face, he finds a quarter or whatever. I was like, where would his ear even be? Once again, I think this is where I was like, "Okay, why am I even breaking down this movie like this?" But it's still just so funny. Like, I want you to make this make sense in this world that you created. It doesn't have to make sense in my world. I'll accept that, you know?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But he calls Tammy, she's not home. It goes to her voicemail, her answering machine, sorry.
He roars.
He
He
roars out of being
roars.
upset. He can't talk. Yeah.
And
But
it's like he's trying to tell her through the voicemail, like, "Hi, it's me,
I didn't even
Michael."
think about that. He did probably leave a voicemail. I didn't even think about that. I thought he was just upset.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Oh my gosh. So then a couple walks out of the door by the payphone, and the girl's like, "Oh my gosh, who put this here?" They're like drunk or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy is like, "Don't go next to that. It just moved." And she's like, "Whatever." And she goes up to it, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I'd love a purse and matching pair of shoes with this," like talking about his skin. He
Ew.
roars, she screams, they run away. It's very cheesy, very cute, but it's just
And also, Michael does not kill them. So
true,
we're starting to see here, Michael's not out to just kill people.
true.
He's not evil,
Unless
even though
you're
he's a T-Rex.
unless you're in his high school class.
Well, or
He
unless you've wronged him. Unless
yes.
you've wronged him, because he
But when
only kills people he's wronged.
but when we get to the party, maybe it is. When we get to the party, I thought he was killing some random people, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe they were part
I
of
think
his
they were all the goons. I
okay,
think they were
maybe
all
they
the
were.
goons.
Maybe they were.
Okay, well, we're cutting to that house party right now, baby, and let
Oh,
me
hell
tell
yeah.
you.
We're at this
Okay,
big outdoor party. Wendy and
AK,
her friend Michelle, what?
can I ask you a question about this?
Yes.
Was it me or did it feel like we were watching them dance for a really long time?
It was a long dance.
And like, who
Yeah.
is the biker? Why do they keep showing that biker dancing with Wendy
The guy with
and
the helmet?
Michelle? Yeah, we were watching
I
them
said
dance
I
for
said
so long.
I think he's wearing a World War II helmet. I
No,
don't know what
I
it was.
know. Dude, right? It was so strange. I was like, wait a second. It took me a minute. I was like, do we know this character? So we're gonna cut to this outdoor house party, right? And these are obviously rich kids, okay? Because
Yeah.
this is like the kind of house party that I would see in a movie that I would never have gone to as a child.
That never realistically happened for us?
N-
No.
no. We're not living in the hills. You know what I mean? So, so they're at this party, and all these people are dancing, and like they kind of hold the shot on this dude that looks like a biker wearing, like you said, a World War II helmet, dancing with Michelle and Wendy. And like, I don't know what it was, but it felt like they were trying. This is probably not true. But it almost felt like they were trying to cushion out time on the movie by extending this like dance party scene because it's kind of long with no real point.
Yeah, I think they probably filmed it for a while, right? And they're like, "Sure, we got extra footage, just leave it." Or maybe it was part of that rush production where they just didn't realize like we should probably cut this down.
I think I have it written somewhere in my notes how long it took to film it. I'll probably touch on in the extended.
It was long. The only reason I'm not mad about it is because they're playing another Jaded Heart song and I was into it.
It's a banger. I'm not saying it's a bad scene. I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like most things in this movie, a little disjointed.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, they're dancing with this guy. I also was like, I thought they were gonna kind of snub him or something. They didn't. They were like into it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. I think Wendy blows him off when Billy shows up, but
yeah.
that's about
But
it.
here's my thing about this scene. Why the fuck is Tammy at this party? Your boyfriend just died.
I don't know. The only reason she was going was because he invited her.
And she's sitting there pouting at a table. Why are
Looking
no,
sad.
go home. Also, Byron, he brings her a drink. He brings her Ric Flair's drink of choice, a kamikaze, by the way.
I literally have it in my notes. I
Did
went,
you?
"Oh, kamikaze
Oh
baby."
yeah. That's all I know about a kamikaze.
Same. I used to
Um,
do it when I was like 18 and I first started wrestling. I know, it's terrible. But yes, I would drink kamikazes for sure. That was like a
everyone
thing.
who was 18, and even if it wasn't legal in your country, you were trying to drink, right? What is a
Right. And
kamikaze?
a kamikaze, it's a shot, but there's like a whole bunch of different things in it. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you,
Okay.
but it
I'm
tastes
gonna add
really
it to the
good.
extended.
It tastes good. I just remember that's the only reason I drank them was because it was Ric Flair's drink and I had just started wrestling and I thought that was cool.
That's how I learned about it because a lot of wrestlers, when I was coming up, they were doing the same thing. Like, oh, I got to get the Ric Flair. I got to
Oh,
get the
we were
Ric
all
Flair
doing it.
special.
Oh, we were all doing it. All of
Yeah.
us. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I want to say there's Sprite in it. There might be
Okay.
Sprite. I think it's vodka. I'm pretty
Which
sure it's vodka
he brought
drink.
her a kamikaze and a vodka chaser, is what he said.
Yeah, but that doesn't. But I'm pretty sure there. I can't remember what it
I'm gonna
is.
look
I
it up
can't
for the
remember.
extended.
But what I thought was interesting is a kamikaze tastes good and vodka shot does not taste good. So I don't know why you would shoot a really good tasting shot with a shot of vodka and make
With
it
a
taste
shot of rubbing
nasty.
alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
Yeah, that's
weird.
weird. But
Anyway,
also, Byron, tell her to go home.
Byron, I love you, buddy, but she doesn't need to be there.
Yeah. And so Billy walks in. There's so many scenes
Uh-huh.
where it's just like Billy walks in. Wendy is right away trying to get his attention and he is ignoring her because, of course,
Girl,
yeah,
listen. If there's another piece of advice I can give to all people out there, don't be an option. Don't be an option ever,
never.
ever, ever, never. You're never an option. If somebody cannot make up their mind about you or their whatever, just bye. Have a
You are
nice
not a
fucking
second
life.
choice.
You're not a second choice and you're not an option. And she's just following him around like, and then what? Now he pays attention to her, so she's all in. Get the fuck out of here, girl. Come on.
Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh, I can't wait to talk about that. But
Mhm.
yeah, he kind of snubs her because, of course, he's fixated on Tammy.
Yeah.
Weasel wants to dance with Wendy, and she's like, hell no. And he says something mean to her. Now, here, Billy and Tammy have an exchange. He calls her a bitch. That's the proper escalation.
I
Like,
don't want to see you for the rest of my life ever.
ever. I was like,
Ever.
what?
Fine, that's fine, bitch.
Now, Tammy leaves.
Yeah.
Byron goes up to the bartender who's hitting on this drunk lady. He's flipping bottles around and he's like, you should not try this at home unless I'm there to help you. And I was like, okay, that was kind of
All right.
smooth.
It's a little bit smooth. Okay.
Just a little. Suddenly, we hear loud, thunderous footsteps that are shaking the whole place.
Yeah.
Michael rolls up to this party, the
Oh,
fucking dinosaur Michael.
the best is the girl that's at the bar with them is like, oh my God, because they're all like, oh, it's an earthquake. And she's like, what if it's a dinosaur?
I didn't even hear her say that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
she's right.
She's right. Here he comes rolling on up.
He's like in a bush, kind of, but he's like totally visible.
He tries to kayfabe a lot in this movie, and it's like you have to be blind to not see this gigantic T-Rex hiding behind one tree.
Right.
But
At least here they will. I think it kind of makes sense. Like they think it's a
sure,
statue or something. I don't know. They're all drunk, right? But
yeah,
Wendy now gets Billy to dance with her since Tammy left. Wendy is
brutal.
wearing a garter belt with garters attached over her skirt. And I hate to admit this, but I kind of like it.
I have to re-see it because I can't off the top of my head picture it.
I could not I could not unsee it, but I was like, I kind of like it. It's kind of a vibe. It's very
It's a
early
vibe.
90s, but
I love the '90s, man.
I do. So Weasel now sees the dinosaur, okay? And
Mm.
he is like, who put this piece of shit here? So he does. I mean, it is an animatronic. That's what I had to
Mhm.
keep reminding myself too. Like,
Yeah,
this isn't
they're
a
not trying to
dinosaur.
pretend. They're not trying to pretend that this is a real prehistoric dinosaur.
Right.
It is an animatronic. So to other people, it does look like a statue. It does look like some
Right.
kind of prop. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I had to
And
keep reminding myself. I also
yeah.
do think it was interesting that it was their choice in this movie to make it about an animatronic dinosaur and not trying to say this is a dinosaur.
No, it's smart. It's so smart because now at least like it explains away some of the characters like confusion about it
And
in a
going
way
like,
that
"Oh
like
my
they're not.
gosh."
Yeah, like they're kind like some of them are kind of like, well, it's like even for example, Weasel. So Weasel walks over to Michael, and Weasel's pissed that Wendy did not want to dance with him, and he's mumbling to himself like, "Oh, you know what? She's gonna come back and fall right into my arms." Like Weasel, she's not. And he just starts peeing on Michael's leg because he says something like, "Who the fuck put this here?" And he starts taking a piss on Michael.
Mhm.
Michael's like, you know what, man? I'd prefer if you didn't do that. Lifts his hand and with one claw, fucking hits Weasel, and Weasel's insides are now on the outside. Oh, I thumbs up on that one. And are in Weasel's hand. So he just gutted him with one claw.
Yeah. And it is gnarly.
Oh yeah.
And now Billy is banging Wendy in the back of his drop top. She is loving it, or at least pretending to. But honestly, the way she wanted him so bad, I feel like she wasn't faking her enthusiasm. Like, she has been
I
waiting for this.
I agree with you 100%. Even if he's disappointing, she's like, you know what? I've
This is what
climbed
I've
every
been.
mountain. I've I've jumped every hurdle.
Yes. She is a pick me and she is being picked. So she's like, yes.
Oh, the ultimate pick me. Like, girl,
Yeah.
he
But like
it's
her feet up in the air, like getting railed,
oh,
like feet up, like,
railed. That is railed. Like exactly. That is getting railed. Like
yes.
her legs are in the air. She is screaming. Like he is going after her. It's just like boom, boom, boom. Here comes Michael. Michael's rolling up. His big old T-Rex head is over the Corvette. I keep calling it Corvette. Whatever.
I don't know
Convertible.
what kind of car it was, but
No idea. I'm sure it's not a Corvette. Maybe it is because they're rich. But dinosaur head is there. So Wendy is on her back looking up. Billy is on top of her. So Billy can't see the dinosaur, but she can. And she starts freaking out. This insecure fucking turd nugget starts yelling, "Am I good? I'm good, right? I'm good, right?"
I was dying.
Thinking that she's losing her shit over his micro penis. I couldn't even believe it. And he just keeps saying it, "I'm good, right?" And then I'm pretty sure he finishes saying, "I'm good, right?"
Can
Which
you
is like,
imagine? Can you
no,
fucking imagine
no, bro, no. Absolutely not. That is the
yelling
kind of
in your
praise I am
face,
not into.
"I'm
Like,
good,
what
right?
the,
I'm good, right?"
like, no. No. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to call you a good boy, you fucking weirdo? Like, come
That
on.
I was dying at the scene. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But I love how they sold it too, because yeah, she was screaming. She was already screaming a lot, like pretty crazy.
Mhm.
But then she
Yeah.
is somehow able to take it up a little bit higher, and now it screams of terror. Michael bites her foot, drags her up into the air. So I was like, even better, because even better of a reason to have her legs up like that, even though
Yeah.
either way it worked for the scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Picks her up by one foot. Uh Billy freaks out, of course, starts running to tell everyone there's a fucking dinosaur. Call the police. Was like, I don't know
Yeah.
what you think they're gonna do, but okay. Michael picks up Billy by the head,
Oh,
like
yeah,
he
because he
runs to a
runs to, like, a
tent.
tent. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in the opening of the tent, the people are like watching him. Michael picks up Billy by the head and lifts him up. You can see the string behind Billy that's about to hoist him. And as he's getting picked up by his head, I love that one of the girls in the tent is like, "Billy's just playing around." And then Michael
It
bites his
looks
head
like
off and spits it
mozzarella.
back.
I know, he spits it.
Like, what did you think he was doing? How did you think he was playing around by
Like,
doing
is Billy a magician that we didn't
he's
know? Like,
levitating? Yeah.
gosh, he can
You
do it
know,
all.
they're all drunk, right? And on drugs or something. I don't know. They're
Sure.
teenagers.
They're
But now
teenagers.
Billy is decapitated. Thank
Yep.
goodness.
Bye.
Kids are all running away. Michael sticks his giant dinosaur foot out to trip them. Like, what? Byron also trips. Michael steps on all these kids and squishes them on the way to pick up Byron. So this is where I was like, are these part of his
Oh.
gang or are they just rando kids?
Oh, I don't know why I thought they were the goons,
They
but
very
no,
well could have been. He
the
had so
goons
many
are the
people.
ones. Maybe the goons are the ones under the car because I was thinking he crushes a car, and I think those were the goons.
That could have been them too. So
So
we're
maybe
not
he
really sure.
just. I'm not really sure about that, but I know he definitely he wants to help out Byron. He even like he like sees Byron through the tree line and is just like zeroing in on him.
Yeah. He picks Byron up and dusts off his shoulders,
It's
and
actually
then
really
Byron's able to run
sweet
away.
with his little tiny T-Rex arms. And even
Yeah.
like Byron's kind of like, "Oh, thanks, man." you know?
Yeah.
It's cute.
And that's when these two rando kids, or possibly the goons, hide under the car to hide from Michael.
Mhm.
Once again, they did not need to show Michael walking full body in this scene, but then
Oh
we see the
no.
feet jump onto the car, the tires pop, squishing the kids underneath.
Oh
Blood
yeah.
shoots out of their eyes.
It's great.
It was great. Later, the cops pull up Norval and Neville. And also, they brought Sheriff Black with them, who we will find out is Byron's dad.
Yes. Mhm.
They find all these kids massacred, okay? When they get to Weasel, it looks like his torso is covered in prosciutto. That's what it
Dude,
looks
I
like they
know.
used.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. Mhm.
And then, okay, Norval and Neville start poking around, like literally with a stick at what I assume is Billy's severed head.
I think it's Billy, and one of them is eating. I don't know if it's Norville or Neville. I don't know what their name. I think it's
It's
Norville.
whichever one is Buck Flower, which I think is Norval. He's eating popcorn, and they're both just making jokes, like, "Oh, is this his
Yeah.
nose?"
Like, oh, that the one guy's like, "Well, it ain't a watermelon, kid." Like,
Oh my gosh, they're like giggling. They're like
yeah.
making jokes. Sheriff Black is squeamish,
He's
and
the only one that's taking it seriously, really, is Sheriff Black. Like, he's kind of like, "Are you guys what is wrong with you guys?"
yeah, and one of them's like, "Oh, you should come hunting with us." And I don't know. He said something about like I desensitized the other cop by taking him hunting and gutting animals, and I'm like, that makes sense.
Sure.
Kind of psychotic.
Yeah, a little bit.
But they end up finding the bartender and that drunk girl hiding under the bar like it was flipped over. And she
Mhm.
can't really talk. Like she's so in shock, she can't even tell them what happened. And Norval, I believe, is like, she's in shock, Sheriff. You're gonna have to slap her. And the other cop is like, do you want me to slap the girl for you, Sheriff? He's like,
It's
no.
such a stupid bit, but it works with them. Like,
Yeah.
they're like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, right?
They're bumbling idiots. They're funny. They're also are very homophobic, but we'll skip over that part.
Oh, I haven't even mentioned that, but yeah, there's a lot of that in this.
I was like, oh,
I've definitely been like haven't brought it up yet, but there is a lot of that in this. A
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
So finally this girl says it was a dinosaur. And of course, Sheriff is like, oh no, what? But
Mhm.
Byron shows up and he's like, it's true, Pop. And this is where it's revealed that that's his dad.
Mhm.
The sheriff is like, you must be talking about someone like in a dinosaur costume or something. Like, were you guys
Mhm.
taking drugs? Byron is telling his dad what happened about like the dinosaur helping him. And of course, he doesn't believe Byron. I understand.
Mhm. No, it makes sense. Would you like as an adult
Right.
and
You're
you
like,
go to a party with a bunch of kids and yeah, no.
yeah. Like, of course, you kids were drinking and doing something else. Something else must be going on. So
Mhm.
then, Neville also comes up and says something about, like, we found a body of another girl. She's still kind of good looking. I'm like, okay, y'all need to get out of here.
He says that Byron actually calls him a pervert here, and
Yeah.
they also make like a couple of really gross like jokes about
Yeah.
Byron and his dad, and it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. For
yeah.
sure. And I don't want to take anything in this movie seriously,
No, of course,
but
but
I'm like, okay, guys.
uh,
Okay, early 90s.
uh-huh.
So now we cut to Helga finding Carl's flattened body. Have you
Does
ever
it
seen
not
Drop
look
Dead?
like him? It
Have
looks
you
like
ever have you
it
ever
just
seen
look
Drop Dead Fred?
yeah.
That's what he looks like. He's like his whole head is squished flat.
Yeah. He
And yeah,
doesn't
you
look
can't
like
tell
him.
it's him.
You can't tell it's him, and then Helga rolls him up like he's a big fat fucking fatty, like he's a blunt.
She rolled a fatty for this pimp daddy.
She rolled him up, and Dr. W is so optimistic. Like, they've realized now the dinosaur is gone, fucking Carl's dead, Bobby's dead. Yo, Gunther doesn't give a shit. Gunther's like so optimistic, like a total like crazy person, right? Like he's just
Yeah.
like, well, you know what? This situation's not even that bad because the investors, they don't give a shit. They're not going to care because they're capitalists. They're not going to have a problem with this at all. All they care about is that it works. And oh my god, we're going to have all these animatronic people and no one's going to ever die. And he's just like mad scientist to the
Yeah.
max. And
And
Helga's kind of like, okay, but what about all these other bodies? And he's just like, yeah, don't even worry about it. It's going to be fine.
yeah. And unfortunately, he's probably correct with everything he said.
100, 100,
But
yes.
yeah, he's talking about like, eventually we're going to look into the libido section when it's time to put our brains into other bodies is basically what he's implying. And they're like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, it's all just
And he thinks
demented.
that they're going to be rich with this discovery. So it's not a bad thing. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants
For
to
sure.
find Tammy.
Yeah, he pieces together, okay, the dinosaur is probably with her, or she's
Yeah,
whatever.
the girl
Yeah,
that was there in the hospital, he's going back for her. If we find her, we'll find him. And he's not wrong.
right.
He also switches so fast in this scene and calls Helga an idiot at one point. He's like, no, you idiot. And she's like, Gunter. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad she calls him out.
his
I'm
mask
glad.
slips.
Yeah, I'm glad she's like, excuse me, bitch. Like, I'm
Yeah.
cleaning up your mess, you psychopath.
Yeah. But I
There's
like
no way
that.
Dr. W would be around if it wasn't for Helga.
No. And I like that addition to that character. I think that he
Me
did
too.
so fantastic with it.
Oh, he's outrageous, but it's amazing.
Yeah. So now Tammy is in her room putting on lipstick in her mirror when the rumbling footsteps are approaching. They're rattling everything. I love how she like side eyes, like, what's going on? But she just keeps doing her lipstick. She turns and fucking Michael is staring through her window. Of
Big old
course she
eyeball.
screams.
It's like Jurassic Park, man, when the
Yeah.
big old T-Rex looks through the
Yeah. I'm surprised they
car.
didn't do the fucking like she had glasses on and does the whole because this did come out a year after Jurassic Park also.
Yeah, which is wild.
And I'm sure that had something to do with why they're like, ooh, dinosaurs are hot right now. Let's do this.
Oh no, for sure. Okay, and also side note, the Jurassic Park music like does something to my brain. Like it
Yes.
changes my brain chemistry every time I hear it. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Oh my gosh, going to that area in Universal. It's in Universal, right?
yeah, dude.
And you walk
Yes.
into whatever ride it is. I don't know what rides
Oh,
they still have, but like the Jurassic Park
yeah.
area and hearing
It's
the
awesome.
music.
Dude, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so Tammy screams. The father actually does go to her room to check on her finally. It's the only good thing he does in this entire movie, I think. And when they open the door, because it already ruins it. He already ruins it in this next part. They open the door and see that her room is disheveled and the window is open. And her mother casually says, what happened? As if she walked into the kitchen like something spilled.
No,
What
I agree with
happened?
you. At least, and the dad seems a little more like, okay, something's not right here.
But
Something's a little bit weird.
he's just like, I don't know. Like, I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
know,
They're
it's like a
just like so
mystery.
like, duh.
Yes. No, 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 both of them are like airheads. Like they're just like, "Oh, well
Yes. I
what's
need you to
going
be
on
a little
here?"
more, I need some urgency in
Right.
your life.
And dad's like, "Well, the window's open."
I don't
Like
know. I don't know what happened. I'm like,
looks like somebody ransacked this room, but
yes.
gosh, who knows? It's just your daughter, sir. It's just your
Yeah,
daughter.
it's just your only child. That's okay. So Michael has brought Tammy to this barn, and
Okay, why was she asleep in this scene? Did he knock her out? Did he
maybe she
chloroform
fainted.
her? What the fuck happened here?
That's a really good point. I would guess maybe she fainted out of being scared because he's not going to hurt her,
That's
right?
a long time to be out.
Yeah.
I've fainted. I fainted when I see real blood. If I see somebody's open fucking wound, I
Oh
will
shit.
pass out. Can't help it. It's just the way it is. You wake up like 30 seconds later. What?
I don't know, man, but she is terrified. And Michael here, this scene is so okay. Michael is trying to tell her that he's Michael, right? And
Like charades.
they turn it into a game of charades. But the way she gets this right in like 30 seconds,
Yo, they
it's
are
crazy.
connected. What a bond. What a
Yes.
bond, man.
Maybe
Because
that's it.
he's like pointing to her bracelet, pointing to his head, pointing
She's
to his
like,
ear.
Michael got this for me. And he's, yeah, pointing to his head. She's like, brain. No, wait, she's like, it rhymes with, what did it rhyme with? Something that sounds like brain. And then she's like, pain, drain, brain. And he's like, oh.
She's like, you
She's
have
like,
Michael's brain?
the fact that she turns that into you have Michael's brain, I was like, what the fuck? But also, why does she do such a fucking fantastic job in this scene with her emotions?
I was just gonna say, like, she is like, okay, so she realizes, right, that this is Michael. He's a
Yeah.
T-Rex now. Now, I want you to visualize this, guys. She's on a bunch of hay bales. So she's high up so that they are, I was going to say eye to eye. They're
They
not
are.
quite eye to eye, but they are. They're pretty close, right? So she's sitting there. He brings his big old fat T-Rex head towards her and kind of rests almost like a dog would on the hail bays, whatever
Yeah.
and she is holding his face and she starts crying and sobbing about the circumstances.
Yeah.
And it's like such a sad, tender scene, but when they pull out, like when they zoom out and you see the ridiculousness of her like holding and sobbing this giant animatronic dinosaur.
You
It's
see the
so well done.
full
It's
body
so well done.
animatronic.
Yes.
And if you look closely in the scene, there is a hand doing something to the tail over on the edge of the frame. It looked like he was flicking the tail like this. I don't know why he'd want to wag the tail,
Because he's wagging his tail like a dog. He's happy. He's like, yes, pet my
but the
head.
hand is so like I don't know. It's like so close to the base of the tail. I don't know. But I was like,
Okay.
is that a fucking hand? Also, the close up of the puppet arms, like when he's like pointing to her bracelet,
Amazing.
all that shit is so fucking funny,
So
especially
good.
when you then see the zoomed out body and his arms are like this.
His arms are
They
so
would never
tiny.
reach. They would
They're
never
little.
reach.
T-Rexes have little arms. Okay, but you know my favorite thing about it too? Is like Tammy realizes, oh, my boyfriend is a dinosaur.
Mhm.
Bet. No
I'm in.
problem. She goes, that's my soul. I don't mind. You know what? You're an animatronic dinosaur. Don't worry about it, babe. I'm gonna figure it out. But we're
We will
still
make it
together.
work.
That is a ride or die if I've ever met one. What about you, AK?
For real.
What would you do? I mean,
There
I
are
don't know.
several deal breakers I can think of in relationships. I've never considered if my partner was turned into an animatronic dinosaur.
I know I haven't considered it either, but I feel like the bar is in hell right now. And like, I feel like maybe I
The
might be
way
fine
that
with it.
he is trying to find her no matter what,
That's what I'm saying. He's a sweet dinosaur.
he's already so above and beyond so many, right?
Yeah. No. Oh my. All of them.
So the
Yeah.
cops are now at Tammy's house with Sheriff Black as well. Byron is there, and then Tammy just shows up.
Oh, she just
Like,
walks out of the backyard as if nothing has happened.
yeah, and Byron's like,
Casual.
"Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you." And the parents are like, "What happened?" And she's like, "I don't know, it must have been a meteor or something."
And the crazy part too about this whole thing is like I will say dad has escalated now. Dad really is concerned. He's going, what
Yeah,
the fuck's going on? Even the sheriff is like, because he's like, well, what happened? Do you know what's going on? And the sheriff is like, it's confusing. And you're going to be confused if I tell you.
yeah,
Byron shows up and he's just going off about the fucking dinosaur.
yeah,
So sheriff is like, okay, it was a dinosaur at the party. And the dad is like, what? And Sheriff Black is like, see, you're confused now. It's
yeah,
confusing. Sometimes you don't need to know the information.
right.
Sometimes you don't need to know.
Meanwhile, Gunter and Helga are watching this from their car, like right in front of the house, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's just parking right in front of this house. And I also noticed here Helga is always eating
Always.
in like every scene. She's eating
She's
something.
either eating or there's some kind of sexual tension.
Right. She also has gone full Peggy Bundy with her outfits from here on out in the movie. She's like wearing like a leopard corset. She has like a little bump in her hair and everything.
Big shoes. Love it.
Gunter says to Helga, I can tell that she's been with him, talking about Michael. And Helga asks how. And he says, I can tell by the way she's walking.
What?
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 I was like, wait,
Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. Hold on a second here.
there's no way. He just said that.
Is
There's no way.
Okay, I was gonna say for number one, how?
No.
And
No.
number two, with what? Like I'm just going,
It's funny because when we were just asking, when you were just talking about like, what if this happened to you? Like, what would you do? I was gonna say, is he anatomically correct?
it would be the size of his little T-Rex arm. That would kill you. It would come,
No.
it would destroy you.
No, absolutely not.
That is so gross that he said that.
So
And this is he's
I'm
talking
like,
about a teenager, by the by. This is a grown man talking about a teenager.
yeah. But I'm like, okay, that no, he's just saying that to Helga. That's not what actually happened. I refuse to believe it.
Oh
So
no, I don't know. But also, you know what? I think I could be Tammy, but it would just be like my pet. Like you can live in the backyard, we can hang out, but like you'll
well,
just
we're gonna find out how she makes it work in the end too. So maybe it
oh,
makes it a little
what
different.
she is a ride or die for life, baby.
Yeah.
When you find a ride or die like that,
That is a high
stupid to
school
let that go.
right there,
Oh yeah, hundo.
So Sheriff Black is very suspicious, of course. And
Sure.
Tammy, when they all kind of separate, Tammy is telling Byron Michael is alive and his brain is inside this dinosaur. Byron actually believes her because of what happened to him at the party.
It's all very BFF coded. Like it's all
Yes.
very best friend energy here.
Yeah. Byron believes her. She believes Byron because he's like, yeah, that makes sense because he saw me at the party and he didn't kill me.
Yeah.
And so now they're concocting this plan to get Michael's body back.
Don't you love that Byron is like, yes, girl, I'm in.
He
Oops.
seems a little nervous, but yes, he is like, all right, girl, I'm going to follow you. Like, let's go
That,
do it.
that is a best friend. That is a
Yeah.
BFF, man. That is a fucking best friend.
Yeah. So now we're at Michael's funeral.
Dude.
It's an outdoor funeral. I've never been to a funeral like this. I only see them in movies where they actually like
Mm,
lower the casket into the ground and stuff.
they did at my dad's.
Oh, okay. So they do,
Hmm.
it does happen.
Yeah, it's all very traumatic. I can't for the life of me understand why on earth they would put you through that, but
Yeah. So Uncle Bob is drinking still, of course, right? He has his
hmm
flask.
hmm
Tammy is dressed like a fucking vampire. And I'm into it, by the way. I have a dress, like a crushed red velvet dress,
Oh,
just like that. I love it.
girl, I'm into it. I'm into it.
Michael, the dinosaur, is just standing like 50 feet away,
Not
sort of
even hiding.
behind a bush.
Kind of kayfabe, but like not
Sort of.
really. Sorta.
Like definitely in plain sight at the
Mhm.
same time, which here you would not go, oh, it's just a statue in a
No,
cemetery.
at the funeral, at the cemetery, did somebody
Right.
drop it off at a grave? Like what?
Like this is what my loved one wanted. Uncle Bob says some words and
it's
everyone
but
starts
it's
crying.
But it's kind of sad
It
because
is.
he like says some stuff and then he's like, everybody knows I'm a drunk. And
Yeah.
everyone laughs. And then Michael the dinosaur nods his head. But then he says, but he gave me hope and now he's gone. And I shall miss him more than life itself. I love you. Why do you say it like that? He sounded so I
Because
love
he's
you. Like it was
drunk. Oh,
so
I can
dramatic.
confirm. I said this in a recent episode. Drunk people, that is exactly what they sound like when they're crying and telling you that they love you.
Oh, it's so obnoxious, isn't
I hate
it?
it,
I hate
but
it.
it's real. But everyone's crying now, including Michael. Like tears coming out of the dinosaur's face.
Yeah, exactly. It's all very
I
touching.
also love I don't know why, this little shit I just love. So, like, he's crying, everyone's crying. The priest just, like, pushes him out of the way and is like, "Okay, so anyway," which was so funny to me.
Let me get the town drunk out of here. Look at this guy.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. Take it home, brother.
It's
Okay, he's doing the
like an award show. All right.
yeah,
Let's keep him. I got another funeral. Let's go, guys.
yeah. So the funeral ends, everyone leaves. Also, the tombstones in the background look like they were literally drawn with, like, Sharpies and cardboard.
They look like the ones that I made for my house when I was like 10 and it was Halloween and I used a bunch of
Yes.
cardboard boxes.
Yes.
Hmm.
So Gunter and Helga, who is also wearing a veil now over her like leopard print corset, she's still eating, by the way. They're in different vehicles, but they're there watching. Helga's in like, I don't know, a dump truck or like she has like this big trailer that's like open.
Yeah, she's got like a truck that has like a big box on the back of it to like basically enclose whatever would be in the back of it.
Right. And then Gunter's just in his like regular car. And so Tammy and Byron are staying behind and they're like, okay, we got to go get Michael's body, right? So Tammy, Byron's like, I'm not going in there. So Tammy's going to do it. She
Yeah.
goes in the grave to open the casket. Before she jumps in, she does the sign of the cross wrong, which is just funny to me. So
Oh, I
instead
didn't
of doing
notice.
this,
Yeah.
she goes up, down, over, back to the center. And I was
Oh.
like,
Oh.
no one, no one told you how to do that right.
Definitely not. They probably just like action and she was like, "Oh
She's
fuck.
like, is it something like this?
Something? I'll just make motions with my hands."
And I wonder, is that what Billy did earlier? Like the wrong, like someone's telling them the wrong way to
The
do it?
wrong thing. It's something because Billy does do the same thing. Also, can I also say that Dr. W is so stoked because he goes on a rant and he's like, everyone's gonna be robots and they will live forever. Like he's just so stoked. He's like, and pets will live forever, and oh my god, we're gonna be saving the world. Like he fully is like, he kind of reminds me of the mad scientist from Day of the Dead a little bit, in the sense
Okay.
that all he is concerned with is like his project and what he's
Oh,
bringing into the world.
he is the definition of locked in.
Locked in.
Yes.
He is locked in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Tammy does jump into the open grave. Also, where are the people that are like supposed to finish the job? You know, like they're just like they left. I don't know, because
Oh
you could see
yeah.
them in the back with their shovels, but then they're not there. Whatever. She
It,
jumps in the grave, opens
mm-hmm.
a casket. Michael is completely decomposed. I also love this bit because yes, of course he is. He has like
And he just
maggots all over him.
doesn't even look like him at all. It looks
No,
like a skeleton with a wig on.
it probably is. So of course they scream. Byron helps her get out of the hole. There are rats in there. I'm like, how did they even get in there already?
Mhm.
Uncle Bob is drunk. Oh, he's there, by the way, but he's passed out against a tombstone the entire time.
Mhm.
So now Gunter and Helga show up. They like grab Tammy, try to take her hostage. It doesn't work. Gunter
No.
and Helga both end up knocked into the grave.
Oh my
And
god,
then,
Byron, like, grabs her leg, and she's like, "Come here." He's like, "Come here, you skinny bitch," and, like,
yeah,
grabs her leg, and they
yeah,
end up they fight them off. They fight
yeah,
off Helga and Gunther.
yeah. So now those two are in the grave. Tammy and Byron are able to take that giant truck, uh, and Gunter and Helga tied up hostage.
Mhm.
Michael's
Mhm,
now in the back of that truck, like head poking out of the top of it.
mhm.
And now they're like, okay, let's go to the morgue instead and find some bodies that are fresh.
Okay, the best is the morgue is literally a building with a sign outside, a big old sign that just says "morgue."
It's the morgue. Also, this is such a small town. Why are there so many like young, fresh bodies here?
There's so many for
What
such
is
a tiny
happening in this
town that
town?
has its own big ass morgue. Like,
Yeah. So Byron, they're looking at all these bodies.
yeah.
Byron's like looking at a girl. She's like, I don't want a girl. He
Yeah.
finds one in a freezer or refrigerator. They don't put them in
Yeah, yeah.
freezers, right? I don't know. Byron finds one. He's like, oh my gosh, this one's gorgeous. She comes over. They look under the blanket. And she goes, no way. And Byron says he's perfect. And she says, not to me, he isn't. What does that mean? Is he
Like,
too big?
oh, I don't know. I thought he was too small.
It could be either way. So
Either
what?
way.
Either way, it's something Byron prefers and she doesn't. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking he's too big.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know. It could be the other way too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
just thought that was funny. And so they're not finding what Tammy wants, which is also like, girl, you can't really, beggars can't be choosers, okay? So they start holding bodies up to the window to show Michael. Like it's like a fashion show.
Okay, the music is like 1920s, like silly kind of like cartoony kind of music, and they're
Yeah.
literally like Weekend at Bernie style holding up dead bodies to the window
I love
and
that movie.
I know it's great. And asking Michael the dinosaur which one, and the dinosaur is literally like shaking his head, using his little tiny fucking fingers to be like next,
Yeah.
next.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
just a very ridiculous goofy scene.
Yeah. One of the bodies they hold up, Tammy's like, he's too short. And I was like, that's Laura.
I know, right? I'm like, I get you, girl.
And Byron's like, you can't have everything. And then Byron holds up the girl, and Tammy's like, no, I want a guy. Michael, he almost looks like maybe, but then he's like,
Yeah.
no. Gunter and Helga at this point, they end up escaping. They're like hopping with their arms tied and duct tape
Yeah.
on their mouths, and police are showing up. So
Yes.
obviously, someone was like, hey, someone broke into the morgue, and there's a dinosaur outside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ew, this scene is weird though, dude. The scene is so weird. The cops
Yeah.
show up, and as the cops show up, Tammy and crew are leaving in the truck. So they take off, and then the cops chase after them. And then Gunther turns to Helga and basically tells her to, how do I say
Chew
this
his
without
ropes.
what is the word he uses?
Chew my ropes, I think.
Yes. And then she proceeds to go down on him
Yeah.
in the
It
parking
definitely
lot of the morgue.
it's definitely insinuated that it's way more sexual to them. But cause she like growls at him, like, oh, chew your ropes. But I assume she's literally chewing him free. But
Oh,
the way he acts
oh,
is like, ooh,
I thought it was an innuendo. I thought she was down there doing stuff to
she
him.
could be. And honestly, I mean, I think that was the point to make it seem very sexual, but he is tied up.
Oh God, it's so creepy. It's so creepy and weird. Their whole relationship is weird.
For real. So now they're outside. Yeah, like you mentioned, Tammy and Byron get away with Michael in the back.
Yeah,
And there are so many little jokes and funny moments between all the characters, by the way, that we are not saying because otherwise we're just going to be reading the entire script to you, right?
agreed.
But
Yeah,
you have to just please, even if you're just planning on listening to this episode, you gotta watch the movie.
please do it. Yes.
Okay, so now there's a chase. The police are driving alongside of this truck, yelling to Byron, pull over because you stole that dinosaur. I'm like, what? Because that's what Gunter and Helga tell the police. They stole my
Yes, yes.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Right. And this
Mhm.
is once again where I was like, it's animatronic to them too. It's okay.
Yeah.
Byron is like, this is my friend and I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
They do end up radioing is radioing a verb?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
they end up
Yeah,
radioing. I can't say it.
I believe in you.
Radioing it in
Yes.
to Sheriff Black. At one point, Byron says to Tammy, "Hold on to your boobs, girl. It's going to be a bumpy ride." And Tammy actually grabs her boobs, which that's real.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're driving over bumps, that shit does hurt
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah, it does hurt. You gotta hold them. Hold those
You ever
girls.
run like holding your? You got to run like
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need, like, a strong support bra when I go on my runs.
So they're driving through these trees now. They go off road. Michael ends up getting knocked out of the truck. They kind of like crash. The back of the truck is all fucked up. So it seems like they can't really go further. They're also by this lake.
Yeah.
Byron decides to stall the cops. He's like, Tammy, you get out of here. I'm going to stall them. So he's blocking his dad. He won't move. His dad ends up ordering Norval and Neville to cuff him and put him in the back of the car. I was like, do not leave your child with them, please.
Oh gosh, no.
They pull up to where the truck crashed and they see Tammy riding Michael like a horse off into the sunset. And then Sheriff Black says, I knew I should have never left Detroit City, which of course I had to write down. But I was also like, nobody really calls it Detroit City. Maybe back in like the 60s or something. I don't know, but no one really
Yeah.
says that anymore. But that's okay. So we cut to sometime later, and I'm guessing like at least a few days have passed because the cops are secretly following Byron on his bike, who leads them unintentionally right to Tammy and Michael, who are hiding out in that barn. And Byron's bringing them food and water.
Mhm.
So it's not just like right away, right? And they're like hiding there, hiding out.
Mhm, mhm.
Tammy wants to get the scientist back. She's like, we have to find Gunter because we have to find Michael another body. And then they hear someone coming. It's the police. They actually have more than just three of them that time because I was also thinking I love the trope in movies where there's only two cops in the entire town. Like how, like, remember in Gremlins?
Oh, yeah, there's only, like, a couple of them. Yeah, like, where is everyone?
They blow up the cops, and I'm like, oh, that's the whole police force right there. But here, a few more do show up. So they're all pulling up. They're calling for the kids and Michael to come out. And
Yeah.
Byron is like, girl, we need something white besides you. I was like, ah. And they come out waving a white flag, quote unquote, but it's actually her bra.
Mhm.
Byron says, we're not here to surrender. We're here to negotiate. And the cops are like, fuck that. They grab the kids and they're going to force Michael to come out. So
Yeah.
Michael is upset. He starts poking his head out of the barn. Gunter and Helga pull up at this moment. Now the whole gang is here, okay?
Mhm.
And Gunter is telling the cops, that's my dinosaur. You cannot destroy it. And the kids are trying to tell the cops what really happened. And Gunter is like, no, no, no. This is a mechanical dinosaur. And then Byron's like, then why do you have a tranquilizer gun?
Yeah, because he just keeps saying, "I'm gonna trank him. Don't worry, I'm gonna
Yeah,
trank him." And Byron's like, "But it's not a real dinosaur."
right. And then the sheriff is thinking about this, like thinking about Byron's point, and then he's like, nah, go ahead. And of
Yeah,
course, Tammy and
because the doctor's like, "Well, there's these new crystals that create life," and like he just is like explaining away. It makes absolutely no sense, and the sheriff's like, "Okay, that tracks."
yeah, he makes up this whole fake excuse of why he needs a tranquilizer gun. And he's like, it's a big gun because they don't make small tranquilizer guns. And the sheriff's just like, okay. And of course, Byron and Tammy are upset about this and they're trying to protest.
And
But
also, can I also say I feel like the sheriff is less like just being like, yeah, that makes sense, and more of like, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want this on my
yeah,
back anymore. Sure, take it away. If
yeah,
he's
I
not
think he's
causing any
also like,
harm, just take him.
he's like, you want to handle this? You know
Yes,
what? Go for it.
exactly.
So they let Gunter and Helga into the barn. Michael comes out of the shadows.
He's
Okay,
like
there's a moment where they're looking around.
he's like hides his giant dinosaur. He's like hiding behind a wall. Like,
I know. I'm like, how big is this damn barn? So
yeah,
Michael comes out of the shadows, rips Gunter's torso open, and then spits it all over Helga in like slow motion. They
awesome.
show her running out of the barn with her skirt up, okay, gusset hanging out.
Grabbing it. She's like grabbing it.
Yeah, trying to pull it down. Her modesty panel is all out in the open. And then the cops open fire on Michael.
Dude.
They start blasting, okay, even though he's
Like
a
open
mechanical
fire
dinosaur.
is open fire is nice. Like they are shooting at him. Every single one of them has a gun and they're all just lighting him the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't really understand how an animatronic dinosaur can die if you don't kill the brain, since that's what's keeping him alive. Also, wait a minute. I didn't even think about this until right now. The brain was in the bowl. When did they put it in his head?
Great question.
Wait, they never put it in his fucking head.
I have no idea. Great question. No idea.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna move past it. Either way, Michael, the animatronic dinosaur, is now dying, and Tammy is crying at his side, like full on sobbing. Denise Richards, great job.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is crying now surrounding Michael because she's explaining like this was Michael, and now suddenly they believe her. I think because everyone's crying, including the cops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Helga is standing there too. She's not really crying. She's just kind of like,
No, but she also like Byron is crying into Sheriff Black's
yeah.
like arms, and Helga's behind them, and Helga has her arm around the sheriff, like
Oh,
his
I didn't even
waist.
notice
Like
that.
she's like leaning in. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we cut to some time later. Tammy is getting home from maybe school. I don't know. She's super happy. She's in a great mood. Okay. She has her cute little, like, what's it called? Her heels that are like the not wedges. They're like the chunky heels. Okay. Chunky heels. Super
Mhm.
cute.
Yeah.
Her parents are outside, like, I don't know, doing yard work. And they're like, hey, honey. And they, give her a kiss. Then she runs upstairs to her room. And
Okay,
the
but
parents,
yeah, the parents aren't they like the parents are like, it's kind of weird that she's so happy right now after
yeah,
everything she's been through because she's overly happy. Like she seems like
exactly.
she's elated
She's way too happy for her boyfriend just having died like twice in front of
as,
her.
as a
Like,
giant dinosaur. Yeah,
yeah.
like
But she
crazy.
runs upstairs. Tammy runs upstairs to her room. She turns on a camcorder. And then she says, hi, honey, I've missed you. Do you want the usual? And we hear Michael's voice. I don't know where the voice is coming from, but I'm not going to question it too much. Michael can see her through this camcorder because she has the bowl and his brain with all the tubes and the bubbling liquid just chilling in her bedroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mom and
It's
dad have
hooked
no
up.
idea. Mom and dad have no clue.
I
What?
feel like they do. I feel like they do. And they're, I don't know, because they were questioning why she's so happy. So maybe they
That's what
don't.
I'm saying. I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
have to explain that one, girl, but all right.
They should really be checking on their daughter because she's doing she's
Doing some
doing some shit up there. She's doing some real life, I don't know, crazy ass science experiments. I love that it's just like this brain out in the open in a bowl in a high school girl's bedroom.
yeah, and the liquid looks like jello. It's like green.
Yeah, and it's like bubbling. And she's like, do you want the usual? And Michael says desperately. You can hear his voice. And Tammy ends up pouring like some alcoholic drink on the brain. And he's like, give me another one. And she's like, no, no, no. She also was like very, I don't know, like baby talking him here, which I'm not into it. But you know what? Do your thing, to each their own. But
Uh-huh.
she's like, no, no, no. Like your analyst said, I don't know, something about like you can't have more than one.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an analyst involved. It's not just her, right?
Mhm.
She also tells Michael that they found some bodies of some skiers she's going to go check out later. So, like some skiers that died, she's going to go check out their bodies
Mhm.
for him. So, maybe she's able to turn him into a real person again soon.
She is the definition of a ride or die, this girl.
Literally. And then she goes, want a little action? She shows up in some white lingerie, like gloves, boa, everything.
Like
This was
very Madonna,
absolutely
right?
what?
Madonna. Like very Madonna looking.
Oh, Madonna, yeah.
Yeah.
This is absolutely an excuse to get Denise Richards to do a little striptease.
100%. It's
It was
so
like,
long. It is so long. And he is like, the Michael computer is like, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, you know just what like. It sounds like he's getting so worked up to the point that anyway.
oh, he does.
Okay, that's
He
what I
does.
thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes. She's like, you're so bad. And she's saying all these things right into the camera. Not only is she doing the little striptease, but we're getting like direct eye contact from her. I'm like, okay, I see what we're doing here. And
Mhm.
she's like, I love you. I want you. And finally she says, I'm going to screw your brains out, baby. And sparks start shooting out of the fucking brain.
Okay, in a whole bunch of words, I wrote, is he coming with all kinds of question
Yes.
marks?
Yes. The brain came.
The brain came.
And also, you're in liquid and sparks are shooting out. Like, that doesn't sound like it's going to go well.
No, that is what a way to go, I guess.
And the end.
And that's
That's
it.
it.
That's the end. That is
That
Tammy
is
T-Rex.
Tammy and the motherfucking T-Rex. And I love it. And I'm here for it.
I love it too. I love this movie. The absurdity of it. I like that it knows that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel
So
like Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely self-aware, and I think that, we have hope. She might be able to get Michael a new body. I like it. Let us know what you thought about this movie, about this episode. You can let us know in the YouTube comments. You can email us at chainsawgirlspod@gmail.com. We also take suggestions there if you so wish. We have social media, Instagram at Chainsaw Girls Pod. We also have a TikTok, and we also have a Patreon where every single episode, we shout out our top tier patrons, which I'm going to do in 1 second. I have to refresh my screen. All right. We have Robert S., Jason M., Jeremy M., John M., another John M., Devin C., David G., Jonathan W., Rob V., David T., Heather D., Franchise Driller, Millie C., Adrian G., Chris S., Alexis T., Adam VL, and James C. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next time. Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye.